Astral Odyssey contains mature themes such as raunchy jokes, intense combat, and colorful language. Everything you'd expect from a space pirate crew. Viewer discretion is advised. Sweet. Who would like to give me a recap of last session then?
Not it.
I think I did it. No, I didn't do it last time. I forget who did it last time. But
you did. If we need to.
Sure, go ahead.
So we got the Roderick brothers' help, and we went down to the planet to once again try to get some spare loot and fill out our ship a bit and try to change things up so we wouldn't be recognized as quickly. And so Dee Dee and Aster, along with Rog and the Roderick brothers, went down to pick up what they could. Well, the other half of the crew stayed on the ship and was mostly just hiding from Marshal ships in orbit, waiting to rendezvous. All in all, it went pretty smooth. The ground crew has got almost all of what they needed, including a new kitchen, some new wings, and some new guns for the ship. And are currently at the last stop, trying to find just some basically scrap metal in case things ever need to be repaired. In orbit, Alwyn has smartly parked the Sanctum Soleil in kind of a wrecked out hall to hide it from the roaming Marshal ships.
Yeah, Looney doing Alowin doing a pretty good job of keeping the ship in some debris fields around the planet Pax as the Marshal ships were going to check out your all's crybaby that you'd left out in the asteroid belt. But the Marshals have returned and are making a beeline towards the Sacrificium Soleil. The captain has raised a general alert and a call for all ship crew members to raise arms. The guns are ready as the ship tries to stay close enough to the rendezvous for the Broderick Brothers ship to be able to get orbit and get towed by the Soleil. But right now, we just gotta see how quickly they can get everything done down on the planet. And with that, I will take us to the junkyard. Because as we last left everyone down on the planet, there were these robotic-looking dogs that were coming over the piles of trash in the junkyard, and they began to howl, that howl resonating throughout several different places in the massive junkyard planet, and a general call of alarm going to what seems like these automated guard dogs. And I will take you on a quick tour of what we have here. So, you all are looking for bulk cargo right now. This is the very final step. You've gotten a bunch of stuff for the ship, a bunch of things to modify the outside of it. You got the workbenches to be able to manufacture all your stuff. You got the cooking equipment. You got the shield generator, which was perilous and very close. And Dee Dee, what was your other thing you got?
Let me scroll up on my list here.
I'm getting a thing that says download, or this board uses community content you don't have installed.
I went ahead and just clicked downloaded.
Yeah, I hit download.
Yeah, just hit download. It's because I'm using special models from the community.
Yes.
So we got the wings, the kitchen stuff, the guns, the shield generator.
Yeah, the guns were the other thing.
We have not gotten extra supplies yet.
Yep, and that's
necessarily, but-
this finals. And one of those extra supplies that were going to be pretty sorely needed very quickly after you left this planet was the replacement engines for the Broderick Brothers ship, because you all were going to burn one of them out using an infusion of Zephyr spores into it.
And we did, when we were like running through, we did find a room with magical items in it.
Yeah,
And you let me take 3 of them.
You did. You've got 3 handy items that you haven't had identified for you yet. So, with that being the case and everything set up here, let me give you a quick tour of how we're going to run this through really fast. Before we do that, though, Atreya, would you mind playing the space banjo music for me?
Yeah.
So, in this junkyard, you will have to be going around and getting, marking, essentially, large piles of things that you all think you might need. I have gone ahead and put a little quest marker that you can see on this pile right here. Throughout this junkyard, there's a couple different spots. There's 7 of these in total. 7 like points of interest, effectively, or 8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was right the first time. There are these 7 little exclamation point markers where this different junk can be found. You all have a crane over here in the far corner that can be extended out and grab those entire piles and load them onto the ship. So this is going to be a kind of a 2-part mission that you all are working on. You're trying to mark where these different piles are, verify that it has stuff you need in them, and then have the crane move over, lift the stuff, and drop it onto the Broderick Brothers ship. The crane will be operated by Natalie. But if any of the dogs start to like work their way up the crane or try to like go for the electrical power for it, you'll lose that and you'll have to start carrying stuff manually. You are entering the junkyard from this side over here. And the Broderick Brothers ship is right outside this gate here. But the number of piles you get to, the number of times that the crane can pick up something and move it over and everything, all of that will determine how much of this stuff you're actually leaving with. And this is kind of like that Nat 20 roll from DD. This is the grab bag section here. There are the dogs initially spawned right in front of you. There are these wolves over here. I'll mark them with a torch just so you can see them a bit easier. So these are the howlers that the Broderick Brothers had been talking about. These robotic canines that are coming to try to prevent looting in the junkyard. There will be more of them that show up as time goes on, and their numbers will get larger, and other planetary defenses will start kicking in the more time you spend here. But it is an action to go up to one of these exclamation points, interact with it, figure out, do an investigation check effectively to see if it's a pile of stuff that could be useful. And then it is a turn from Natalie to pick up the stuff and a turn for her to put it back on the ship. So if you all are moving super speed, doing everything as fast as you can, minimum 14 turns to get out of here with everything. But that's assuming you can make it to all the places in time and all that stuff. So, but with that being said, the crew of the Sacrificium Soleil is keeping their orbit. The alarms are going off, and they're all staring at the map of the planet Pax as the landing party of the crew is down here on the surface. I have given control of Anders, Maddox, and Rog to Alwyn, Ash, and Hank, so they can assist in this. You can see these characters down here. Hank, you are picking Maddox, is that correct?
Yep, Maddox.
All right, you should have control over Maddox now. Alwyn, you are Anders, correct?
Uh-huh.
So right here is Anders, and you should have control over him now. And then over here is our big boy, Rog. And there you go. You now have control over Rog. I have Gorebearer and Natalie here. One of the first things you probably need to do is get Natalie over to the crane. You can just have Rog start running her, and you all start checking these piles if you want. But I will leave that up to you, as we are now going to roll for initiative.
Yippee!
15.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
One of these days you'll roll well on initiative, I believe in you.
No, it's okay.
It's 8 from Aster.
That's
Guys, what the fuck?
13 for Anders.
Anders.
Damn, I rolled a 7.
What'd you say you got, Maddox?
15.
Right. Rog.
I got a 6.
Wee.
Wee.
It's 7, 8. Maybe.
Well, that's usually good, going all at the same time, roughly. And there's just fucking me zooming out.
All right. And sorry, Dee Dee, what did you get?
7.
Woof.
Yeah.
Okay. That means that the top of the initiative order is Natalie and Bach. So, I will let Dee Dee and Aster, as kind of the impromptu commanders of this away mission, kind of give the orders here for what you all would like to happen as we're dropping to initiative. You all see the massive piles of junk out in front of you, trying to plot a way through the junkyard, kind of like a double dare. But what's the orders to Natalie and Bach?
Natalie is definitely getting up to the cranes.
Yeah, and just for reference, like, if you're finding a spot and you all don't have the crane active, you are considered, like, over-encumbered, effectively, if you're trying to move stuff from the pile that you need back to the ship, and you have to move from the spot you take it from all the way back to the entrance, moving at half speed. So it is difficult if you aren't using the crane to get stuff done for you.
So, I mean, I think Spock's not controlled, right, by anyone?
No, boxing is controlled.
Okay. Well,
Correct. Bach is not controlled by anyone. I was going to have them go on the same initiative round, so.
yeah. You take her to the crane and protect her while we finish this.
Bach huffs and gives you a nod. Aye, aye, sir! And he's going to try to pick Natalie up and throw her over his shoulder. She does not succeed in the grapple. So he picks her up and starts charging off. He'll take the dash action, trying to get around where these dogs are before they close in, but there's one that spots them moving and gets ready to pounce over there. So Bach and Natalie start heading that way. Maddox Broderick, that is you, big guy.
Well, looks like there's a angry dog over there, and I'm gonna teach it a lesson. I've got fucking 30 feet of movement, okay. So I'm gonna run my way over here. And I'm gonna take out my hand axe and fucking yeet it at the dog over there.
Yeah, for flavor, his hand axes are throwing knives or something, you know.
Okay.
It's a giant
just
wrench he
gonna
carries
wrench and
with
throw
him.
it.
He's a mechanic, so it's a giant wrench that he throws.
That's a 24 to hit
24 hits.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You throw this giant wrench at the howler. It's trying to open its mouth to start screaming at Rock or Bach and Natalie, and you clank it aside the side of its head, and it dazes for a second, stumbles, and then gets its feet and snarls down at you.
Oh yeah, tosser, focus on me.
Anything else you're doing?
I get the turn.
Oh,
I don't have a lot of other items.
that's fair. You're pretty low level. Anders Broderick, that is you.
Zoinks! Up. Gonna move over here. Oh. And then I'm going to cunning action hide for my bonus action,
Sure.
so I can shoot it with my short bow for sneak attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Your short bow can be a pistol, by the way, if you have the stats for it.
It's essentially just a 1d10 plus.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So just
Plus
you can
4.
roll with your short bow stats and then just do your d10 for damage.
All right, so it's gonna be a 17.
17 hits.
Quick question: are you using? You said you're using bonus action hide.
Yeah.
If you successfully hide, you all have advantage because they can't
Oh,
see you.
yeah, you got to roll a stealth check first
Okay.
Oh,
Let me
to be
roll
hidden.
that.
Yeah, that beats their passive. So
I guess that would be plus stealth, right? So yeah, it's a dirty 20.
yeah, I figured you had a pretty decent stealth. So their passive
gonna
was
be-
13, and I figured you had that.
1d10 plus 4 plus 2d6. So that's 8 plus 11. So that's gonna be 19.
Ooh,
19, nice.
look at all that damage.
You run up behind your brother Anders, diving behind a box and pulling out your just little pistol that you've got. It's a semi-automatic, and you pop a shot into the chest of this howler. You and Maddox have fought tons of these things in your time trying to steal some stuff off this planet, but you know where to hit it, and you hit it in the center of mass. It looks like it's having a hard time standing up, but it is still standing currently.
Nice shot, big bro.
Zoinks, that's it for me, man.
He did not talk like Shaggy. Where is that coming from? Like,
New cannon. It's official now.
you cannot have Shaggy potentially joining the crew here. All right.
Zoinks, what you mean, man?
Boy,
Jesus Christ. Aster, that's you.
Oh, jeez.
How the fuck is it me?
I have a 6.
Yeah, because Dee Dee got a 7, Raw got a 6, and the dogs got a 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well. You know... What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, I didn't count that one at the very front. I was right. There are 8 piles.
I would like to shatter these two, please.
Ooh. Okay. Absolutely. Is
And
that
maybe
a
clear a way through this debris?
deck save?
It is a death save, DC... No, sorry, con save.
Con
DC
save?
15.
Okay. Failure on the damaged one, crit success on the other one.
Okay, 3d8. Okay, 10.
10?
So
Okay.
10 damage full, 5 damage half.
And absolutely, you carve a big chunk out of that debris as your shatter spell sends just a putrid cloud of a bunch of different toxic materials up into the air, but more importantly, completely breaks apart the already injured one. As 10 damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay. The other one only takes half, but still has to leap a bit out of the way to not get taken up. But you clear a pretty good chunk out of the way in front of you. Most importantly,
That will. I can't summon a spiritual weapon because that's another level spell, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I do believe that is my turn.
Awesome. Aster runs up, cracking one of his talismans between his fingers, and a massive part of that trash pile just disintegrates into mud and debris as it rains confetti of trash. Opening a way for you, Dee Dee. You're up.
Dee Dee is going to use her action to deploy Boris as a force ballista.
Okay.
You
You got anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action fire him. I just wanted to make sure I had like the information up so I could be better. Because it's not always clear, like, some of these things can shoot farther than others. So, well, now. But I think it's 15 feet on all.
Are you
on
doing
all of
the
these.
Are you doing the force ballista one?
Yeah.
That's like 120 feet.
Okay, it's not broken up. It only shows me the top one for the flamethrower, so it doesn't actually show me like all the force ballista stuff unless I see it now.
Yeah, if you go into features and traits and then click on Eldritch Cannon, it has a better like breakdown menu, and the force ballista 120 feet of it.
Perfect. So Dee Dee's gonna look at Boris and be like, "Take that one out right over there." And we're gonna fire at this guy over here, this wolf up here.
Here, let me enable flying so you can raise Boris up if you would like to. Yeah, go ahead and take your shot.
Uh, 13, and then he gets my modifier, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits, absolutely.
Nice. 8, 5. So 13 points of damage.
13. Nice. Yeah, Boris sets up the little fans whirring above its head as it deploys its tiny ballista beneath its body. It forms that bolt of arcane energy and knocks this thing in the chest, shattering some of the armor off its chest piece as it has a pre-built-in whimpering dog sound that it starts emitting, letting any handlers know that it's injured.
That makes me sad.
All right, got
I
anything
felt
else? Any?
pretty-
You can move still if you're wanting to go somewhere.
No, I'm at a pretty good spot because even where I am, they're still in my pistol range, so I'm good. I'm gold.
Sure. Rog, that's you, big boy.
What do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? Rog, if you will allow me, DM, it's just out of my normal movement speed, but Rog would like to do a running long jump and land on top of this garbage.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Give me an athletics check.
Me good at those. That is a natural 20 for a 25. Roar!
Rog starts running towards this dumpster and runs right past you, Dee Dee, and leaps over top of Boris and lands and dents the metal hood of this trash bin as he plants his feet and roars proudly.
Rog!
Bloody hell as you run by.
Will that take my action? Or just all of my movement?
That would be your movement.
Okay. Then we're gonna take a javelin, and we're gonna yeet it at, this motherfucker over here. Rog!
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Did you add his warlock level to him?
I did. Ooh, that is probably going to miss.
What was it?
Regardless. It's a natural 3.
Oh,
and
then,
his
yeah, it's gonna miss.
Yeah. So, I think he, like, takes out the javelin and is, like, going to try to do, like, a downward thrust and realizes that there's nothing in front of him to thrust at. So he just kind of yeets it last moment and it goes flying.
You know, you got a nat 20 on the athletics check. I'll let you roll with advantage on that javelin.
Rog. That is a nat 7, which becomes a 13.
A 15?
A 13.
13? 13 also misses. Unfortunately, just misses.
Damn.
Yeah. You, Rog dents the dumpster and everyone's very impressed, but kind of fumbles with the javelin a bit as it leaves his hand. Too excited. Okay. All right. Then that is my dog's turn. This one is going to run up to Bach and very thoroughly miss. And then these two are going to get on either side of you, Aster, so they can have pack tactics. And then the first one's going to go for you. It's 2 misses. Or, sorry, that's a miss. And the other one's going to go. That's also misses. With advantage, neither of them rolled above a 10. These howlers start running through the trash. They're like metal claws, gripping easily to the different slices of like large aluminum and trash bags and just the collection of dust and stuff. But as they get closer to you and start trying to bite at you, you're able to impose your armor very effectively, just blocking one of their mouths with your forearm entirely and kicking the other one's head out of the way as it tries to go for you. That is the start of the initiative round, and some more howlers show up. But they will show up throughout the junkyard as they are coming from different directions. All right. That is Natalie and Bach. Bach is going to... actually, Natalie is going to try to kick or shove this hound away. And with a 19, she's able to do it, pushing it 5 feet back with a kick, giving Bach a clear avenue to keep fucking running.
Throw her down the field! Throw her down the field!
He will take his dash action. And he hears that call from his crewmate, but hesitates for a second. As he's not sure throwing her down the field is the good move. As they take off running, getting Natalie within a turn of being at the crane, ready to pick up the first pile whenever you all mark it, we move to Maddox.
Maddox is going to chase after them, just making sure that they're safe. And he's going to approach this fuck over here. And he is going to beat the shit out of a dog with his even bigger hammer. Or not hammer, wrench. And that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
For 14 points of damage.
Hell yeah. You crack this thing's head, and sparks fly out, and there's a little X on the screen that is its eyes, as like a little skull emoji appears for a second, as it like stumbles for a second, and then gets back its feet and starts barking again.
Fuck off, you oversized toaster.
Anything else?
No, that's all also, anything I can do. God. Barbarians. Give me bonus action.
You don't get those. Did you rage as a bonus action?
No, I'm saving it because if there's no combat, it fucking blows through real quick.
Okay, sure. Anders, that is you. You see your brother tearing off somewhere to the left, following after where Bach and Natalie with. But you also see a clear path in front of you that one of your new companions, Aster, opened up.
Like zoinks!
I hate you.
Time to skedaddle! And we're gonna shoot.
Just say the word, Captain. I'll get him 2 in the back of the head. He'll never see it coming.
Gonna shoot back at this one. If that wolf is in combat, would that give me advantage on shooting it?
It would not. Shooting into melee combat doesn't give advantage. It's shooting out of melee combat when you're in it gives disadvantage. I don't think that otherwise ranged stuff interacts with things in melee combat that way.
It's just more so for sneak attack. But okay, we're just gonna shoot it regularly then.
I mean, if you want to try bonus action hide, you can. Like,
that's all right. So that fails, but then I'm gonna give Aster the help action.
Oh, with your mastermind, yeah. What do you do to give the help action? Call out like a weak spot or something on them?
Yeah, he's gonna say, like, dude, just go ahead and shoot him in behind the ear. That's where the off switch is at. Zoinks!
Oh my Zimbabwe Scoob! We gotta like kill these dudes so quickly!
Oh, look, a dragon shows up. Wow. Everyone on the planet died. That's weird. Okay,
except for Dee Dee.
Except for Dee Dee and Aster.
You said.
Yeah, Dee Dee lives tonight. That's fine. All right. Anders, the very well-spoken British man with a Cockney accent, runs off screaming zoinks and shooting at a dog, but missing and calling out where to hit, giving you the help action, Aster. It is now your turn.
I think we would like to get this out early. So we are going to start off with the spiritual weapon this time. And summon a floating mace. And I think
that should already be
when I spawn
assigned to you, so
Yeah.
let me know. Yes, it can make an attack the turn it's created.
Okay. Just gonna hit this one then.
Sure.
Has a +7. That is an 11 to hit.
11 misses.
Okay. Boy. Am I close enough to make the investigation check on this pile?
Yes.
I would like to do so.
You are in combat currently with 2 dogs, so I'll say you can do that. It will be at disadvantage as you're trying to like check through something and like do an inventory check
But
effectively while these dogs are biting you.
Because I have health?
Sure, yeah, that'd be normal then.
Okay. Well, I have a +0 to investigation, so this is just whatever the die says.
I'll say it's a flat DC 12 for everybody to investigate these. It's not a very hard check. You're just
I
want to see
did
if
not
it's
hit it.
okay. All right, you start trying to look through, but one of these howlers is gnawing at your arm while like your spiritual hammer is just trying to like ineffectively swat at it. The other one is like on your ankle now, so it's pretty distracting, and you're not able to get a good read on what's in there. All right, that is Aster. Dee Dee, that's you.
Well, how many dogs do we got going on here?
There's 2 in front of you right there.
Yeah, I only see the 2, but I know you said that more spawned.
Yeah, you don't see them yet. They're somewhere in the junkyard. You just hear them getting close. That's creepy, right?
It's so scary.
God, give me a sign. No, I'm kidding. Dee Dee's gonna take a couple steps to the right here to get this one in line of sight.
Sure.
And we are just going to fire at it with my pistola.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely hits.
Oh, sorry, I've got to get my D10. There it is. Oh, I dropped it. Let's do it here. That's fine. So 7 or 4 plus 3, so 7 damage.
All right, got it. It looks like it's still currently holding on pretty firmly onto Aster's arm, but it is sparking occasionally, and like electric shocks are being sent through its body, and it will lose control occasionally, but it seems very damaged.
Dee Dee's gonna snap her fingers and shout at Boris for him to take his shot here.
Sure.
Woof, he only rolled an 8, so he massively misses.
He rolled an 8?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I was going to say, 8, you'd get it. Yeah, a nat 1.
No,
Boris takes a shot, goes...
at learning the math.
Aster's still trying to move these 2 dogs, so one like throw of his arm sets the dog off course, and Boris misses. Anything else for you, Dee Dee? Any other movement?
Yeah, Dee Dee's gonna take a couple steps back or not line of sight of this wolf, just in case.
Sure.
Let's not have laser beams shoot out of its eyeballs at me or anything.
Only the sharks.
Only the sharks. Rog, that is you.
Rog is gonna take out his great axe, and Aster is going to feel a force of flame next to him as he simply shouts, "It's time to blaze it!" As he's going to cast Green Flame Blade, which allows him to make a normal melee weapon attack, dealing extra fire damage on the weapon hit, and also having the fire jump to an additional target that is within 5 feet. So we're gonna make a great axe attack.
Sure.
Oh, come on. We're gonna reckless.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You're Rog.
I rolled the same thing twice. It was on a 13, and then it pushed up against the fucking wall, and it became another 5. So
you hate to see it. How does Rog miss this time?
I feel like he's like jumping down off of here to like be next to Aster, and he's like trying to scrape it down this garbage disposal unit, and it's just like he's going for like a insta kill on its head, and he just completely misses by like a full foot to the right. Aw, that was gonna look so cool.
It would have looked cool, but unfortunately it was very ineffective. Got any other movement or anything else you want to do?
Do these things look like they might attack me, or are they focused on Aster?
Currently they're just both gnawing on Aster. You could probably like make a... I'd let you make like an intimidation check to try to get one of them on you if you wanted.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. Give me intimidation.
Hey, stupid dog! You're making me look bad! 14.
14. With a 2 on its wisdom save, the dog lets go of Aster's leg and wheels around on you, snarling and barking a couple times as like a little X appears, like a dog bark emoji appears on its eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that activates Rog's rage,
Sure.
and he still has a bonus action. So that'll be it for me.
All right. That's my dog's turn.
He got that dog in him.
Spilled spot remover on my dog. Now he's gone.
Woof, 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 woof.
Goodbye, Spot.
Woof, woof,
Thanks,
woof,
thanks,
woof,
Gibby.
That dog,
Appreciate the
yeah.
pity laugh.
woof, 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 woof. That one can make it to Bach. And then, okay, I've got 4 wolves attacking you all. First one we'll do is Bach, where it misses again. Bach is dipping and dodging and diving. Next is Maddox, also a miss on Maddox. Now we're going to be doing Rog. This one is not with advantage.
Yes, it is, because I reckless.
Oh, it is, because you reckless. The advantage is a hit.
Even though I have 16 AC?
It is. It got an 18 on the dice. And
Damn.
you're going to take 10 points of damage as it latches onto you.
I am raging.
Yeah, and then Aster. This one is with advantage because it has an ally, but both of those are 3s, so it misses.
Oof.
That is my dog's
That's
turn.
fucking-
The howlers that were not able to initiate in combat, giving another loud screech as more like alarms start sounding throughout the complex, and you all hear the calls being answered somewhere within the junkyard. All right. Top of the initiative is Natalie and Bach. It worked so well the first time. Why wouldn't they try it again? Natalie's going to try to shove this dog away. But is unable to. So, Bach, who has not gotten hit yet, will just take the attack of opportunity to dash Natalie here. And she's like, all right, I've got it now. Just let me go. And Bach just kind of takes Natalie over his shoulder and tosses her halfway up the ladder. And she kind of screams for a second as she's flying towards the ladder and then connects and is able to start scampering up. She'll use her movement to get the rest of the way up the ladder. And starting her next turn, she's going to be able to start moving the crane to marked piles if you all want to start marking piles.
Let's go.
Bach will keep the rest of his movement and stay here to start protecting the crane. So he'll be over there. Maddox, that is you.
Maddox, seeing that Bach has finally gotten to the tower, is now going to start going apeshit, as his brother likes to call it. And he's going to rage. And the first thing he's going to do with his rage is beat the shit out of this fucking dog right in front of him. That is a 23 to hit
23 absolutely hits.
for 16 points of damage.
Good lord. This thing is on its last leg as you have beaten the absolute Christ out of it. Oh gosh, that's so close. Give me a straight strength check, Maddox.
Gotcha. That is a 12.
All right, it does. You don't kill it the rest of the way. I was gonna just give it to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh wait, you rage. Did you add your rage damage?
Yeah, I did. It was +2.
Okay. Then, yep, not enough. You beat the Christ out of this thing, and it is now missing one of its legs and like trying to hobble to the side, but still looks deadly for the moment. Anything else?
When I'm looking at these, do I see like any convenient fucking like controller signal like that connects this with like the other dogs, or is it just the howling that's letting them communicate?
I won't even say that a roll is necessary for that because you and your brother have spent so much time. You basically grew up on this planet that, yes, you do know that the way howlers work is each of them is kind of like a wireless, like a wireless access point for internet. Like each of them are broadcasting their own signal, and as more of them gather, that signal gets stronger, broadcasting it further. So there are ways to like swap off individual ones, but if you can do like a mass electrical interference or like a Faraday cage or something that blocks that signal, then no other dogs in the area get alerted about it. So what you and your brother would normally do if you could get the drop on them is try to do like a chaff thing or something in the air, like something to disrupt that signal from going out.
I'm gonna scream out, we need something to fucking block out the signal. Anything electric or fucking fuck with airwaves. As I just beat the shit out of this dog. And that's my turn.
Not a bad turn, Maddox. And as you scream that, Anders, you hear your brother giving more advice on how to beat these things that you all have a lot of experience with. But it is now your turn. What are you doing?
All right, so you want him to be Cockney, right?
You can do whatever you want.
No.
I don't
DM
really care
want him
that
Cockney.
much. I have been whenever I go back to him, I'll voice him however I want. You can voice him however you want right now. I've given you control over him.
No, if you want him fucking Cockney, I'll do the fucking Cockney. It's just not going to be
But-
all that
but
understandable.
he's- He's like a charismatic Cockney is what I've been trying to aim for.
Oh yeah, because all the Cockneys, that's all they are. It's just charismatic, folks.
Think some Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I think some Clockwork
Yeah.
Orange. That's kind of where I was
Yeah.
hovering around. All right, what are you doing, Anders?
Anyways, we're gonna shoot the wounded wolf.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want, brothers work together. It's gonna be a 13.
13 misses.
All right, so yeah, pretty much is trying to fucking not do that, and then I'll just give my help action to Astra again.
Okay. And are you moving anywhere?
I'll move up here, trying to get an eye on things.
Sure. All right. That is Anders' turn as he turns over his shoulder, taking a pot shot at that dog, but just a bit too much trash, and you don't have a clear line of sight, so it goes a bit wide. You see Anders rounding that pile, trying to get higher to get a better view of the junkyard, as it is your turn, Aster.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. You vaguely cut out. Okay, we will set out with spiritual weapon again. Trying to go bonk.
And you do have the help action again.
Yeah. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, spiritual weapon. Jesus. 4 damage.
Bonk. It hits the dog, but doesn't seem to deter it too much from leaving your arm.
I think see the problem here is I don't make too good of I'm a lot of saves. I don't do good help actions because I'm not the one rolling. I don't suppose I can just mark this pile to be picked up even though we don't know what's in it.
Why not?
DM.
Oh, sorry. I thought no. You can if you'd like. Yeah. Thought I said that. My mic was muted.
feel like we want this just to get moving with it. Gotta keep it on cooldown, you know? Gotta get that uptime. I don't think anyone else is
Sure.
anywhere near a pile. So,
Go ahead and mark it.
boy, yeah, we will light cantrip on this pile next to me. I mark it for extraction.
All right. First pile marked. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
I mean, that's my bonus action to tell the thing to attack, right?
Yep, and then action for light cantrip.
Was the light, yeah. So I can't really move either, so that'll be the turn.
Okay. Dee Dee, that is you.
That's me. These wolves are still fucking with y'all over here.
We can't hit them.
Yeah, they can't
I
hit
know.
us. We can't hit them.
Well, you know, how about I make that a little better, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire over there.
That does also hit us.
That's
Doesn't it?
fine.
I think she can designate targets. Let me see.
No,
Pretty sure it's good.
each object in a 20-foot cube is outlined in blue, green, or violet light.
Yeah,
Any
each object.
creature. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it'll.
It gives
yeah.
things advantage against them as long as they're marked with it.
Oh, it'll give them advantage.
It is friendly fire, yes.
That is incredibly dumb. Just an opinion. I think that's incredibly dumb.
You just have to.
Wizards
use
of the
before they
Coast.
get away.
Don't add us.
Lamau.
Don't at me, bro.
That's fine. You know, we're just gonna try hitting this one with our pistol again. This one right here.
It does look incredibly damaged, and Boris might be able to kill it, freeing up your action if you wanted to start looking around. I only suggest that because Dee Dee probably has the best investigation check in the party, so she's probably going to be the most consistent option to actually be able to run up to something and see if it's valuable or not.
No, that's fair. And the piles are these exclamation points, yeah?
Yep, there's 8 of them. One of them has just been marked.
I just don't know if because I was looking at my spells too, I don't know if I have anything to quote-unquote mark things. I don't have any lights or flares or anything.
You can do Artificer. God, what are they called? Magical Tinkering. Magical Tinkering can produce light.
Oh, Pog. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Then yeah, let's bonus action with Boris and see if he can take it out for me.
Go for it.
$23 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That was a 1 and okay, so he only did 6 damage. That's rough.
6 damage. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2d8, and I rolled a fucking 1 and a 5.
Gosh, that one's so close to. Give me a Arcana check, Dee Dee.
Arcana check. Let's go. 14.
Whatever. It's good. You all need to kill one of these things. Boris shoots it through the chest. It stumbles back for a second, and then its circuits get fried by the arcane interference produced by the force bolt, and that howler stops howling.
I'm just saying,
Nice,
when you hit
okay.
something with a ballistic shot, it tends to break whatever's inside.
I let it. All right. So that was your bonus action, firing with Boris. What else you doing?
I was gonna try to run up and investigate. I just know that I also have like the least amount of movement, which really sucks. Is this close enough? Like 25 feet is right here. Is this close enough for
Yeah,
me to
I'll let that be
investigate
close
pile?
enough. Yeah.
Awesome.
You don't have to be
So-
right on the marker, just where the marker is representing.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna run up and I'm gonna give you an investigation check.
Sure, sure.
That is the wrong dice. Let's try that again. Oof, that's only an 11.
Okay, I did say flat DC 12 for it for all these piles. So you run up trying to look at it too, but the crane is already moving in this direction, and the light's already on it, and you kind of curse under your breath as you're looking around and just start climbing that pile, trying to see where Anders is looking for where the next big loot spot could be.
That's what I'm looking for, is all the exclamation points. I've only seen 2.
You might not be
maybe it's-
close enough right now, but I will go ahead and mark there's one right here.
I think it's just because my screen's dark, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it might be because your screen dark, and it also won't load minis if you're too far, if your character model's too far away, so.
Oh, you know what else? They're yellow, and if you're looking at it too top down, they blend in with all the yellow on the ground.
Yeah, if you do your camera flatter, it it shows them
I
a bit
see
better.
that. I'm so sorry. You
All
guys.
good, but anyway, that is Rog's turn, as you watch the other Howler fall over there.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck him. I can't cast spells while I'm raging, but I can attack with my great axe. So I think I'm gonna do that. With a 13 to hit.
13
I'll
misses.
Okay, reckless.
I'm just gonna tell you all, their AC is 14. They're not like difficult to hit. Like these are challenge rating 1 creatures.
With reckless, I'll get a 17.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to do an absolute fuck. You know what? I just shouldn't speak. 4 plus 2 equals 6, and then because he is a zealot barbarian, he is also going to deal an extra 1d6 plus 1 on his first attack. So 6 becomes Lamau. 8. Rolled a 1 on all of my dice.
Oh my god.
Well, we're not making it back today, guys.
Yeah, I don't think your low
I don't,
creatures accounted for us rolling bad.
I don't think I want to... I think I'm just going to step away for a moment. I'll do that.
I don't want to play D&D anymore. You start beating into this Howler, but it's a harder metal shell than what you would have expected, and you kind of just dent it a couple times as your axe beats into it. All right.
I can't do anything else.
Okay, that is my dog's turn. One of them is going to run up to Anders, be able to take a leap onto him. This one's going to be running this way. This one's running this way. Maddox, you see that Bach has quite a few on him now. This one runs this way. So I've got one attacking Maddox, one attacking Rog, and one leaping on Anders. We will do Bach first. It misses. Bach just can't get hit by these things, apparently. Then we're going to do Maddox in combat with this one. That also misses, and it doesn't have pack tactics. This one going to be taking a leap on Anders. Oh, nat 20 to hit. Heck yeah.
Oh, yay.
You love to see it.
Not really.
You love to see it. All right. That is... Oof. 19 points of damage. And give me a DC 13 strength saving throw, Anders.
A DC what? 13. Okay.
13 strength save.
So that's a 0.
Okay. This thing pounces on top of you, and you are knocked prone as
Awesome.
it lands on top of your body.
Good to know. Good to know.
Tell Mom we're not going to be home for dinner. All right. That is my dog's turn. We are back at the top of the initiative round. Another howl goes out, and somewhere deep in the junkyard, some more of them show up. Okay, Bach is going to go. First off, Natalie starts steering the crane using the rest of her movement. She got up there. She is now steering the crane over and dropping it down on the first marked pile. So everything in this area is about to be dangerous as a bunch of metal is about to start flying into the air. So Bach is going to start fighting back against this dog that's on him. But he misses. Woof. You get it? Woof, because they're dogs. All right. That is Bach and Natalie. Maddox, that's you. Shut up.
Maddox is going to try and beat the shit out of this fucking dog.
Yeah.
Not almost there, anyways.
That's a nat 20, 26.
Hell yeah.
Why can't I roll like this with Hank? So that's 9 plus 16, 25, 27 points of damage.
27? Okay. This thing was at 2, so I'll let you cleave through it.
Okay,
so the other 25 are going to go over to this new one that just showed up right beside you here. As you take the head off of this one and send it crashing into this other one's chest, denting a big portion of it and making this robot dog's spine kind of stick at a bit of an angle as it tries to get its feet back. It is incredibly hurt.
And like you said, it's incredibly hurt. And you know what I should do? What I've always loved doing is I'm going to Berserk with Fury or Frenzy, sorry.
Sure.
And I am going to attack once more on it.
Get it.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
For 10 points of damage.
That'll do it. After you dent this thing's spine, you run over with your big wrench and bring it down on a weak point in the back of their neck, and it crumbles to the ground, shutting off immediately as you roar with pride and start taking off running. Which way you headed?
For England! And I'm just gonna run in.
For England?
My brother's Cockney, right? My brother's Cockney, right?
The other one is Cockney. He just talked like he had a bunch of bricks in his mouth. All right. Is that it for you?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anders, you are pinned beneath the dog right now. What are you doing?
I thought they only knocked you prone.
Yeah, you're knocked prone currently. It's just standing over you. You're not like grappled or anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand up and then cunning action disengage.
Nice. You disengage from that dog easily enough. You see the crane lowering like right above your head, by the way.
Yeah, we don't want to be around it. Okay. Could you jump out your way? Oh yeah.
What?
Yes.
He just had like his jaw bitten in half there, so he's not been feeling good. How wounded is the dog over there by them?
By them?
Over here.
Yeah, that one. Looks like it's mildly damaged, probably like half, you'd say. No one's fucking hit it. I can't make it lose HP spontaneously.
Yeah, well,
you're the DM. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
It's true.
Super dog.
A rock fell.
All right, it's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits, yeah.
For a +6, so for 13 damage.
13, nice. So that dog is on its last leg now.
Or is it 14? Hold on. I think it's +4 for him. +4, so it'd be a 12. No, yeah, 12.
Okay. Got it. What else you doing?
Well, I already bonus actioned. I moved half my movement, and I'm tapped out.
Okay. Aster, that is you.
Surely we will dink it.
Go for it.
That's a 21.
Yeah, hits.
Or 7 points of damage.
7 points. That'll do it. Your spiritual weapon cleaves this thing in half right as Rog's raising his axe again, trying to get in there.
Okay. Now that we are finally free, it is time to roll out. How much can the spiritual weapon move?
I think
20
it's
feet.
20, yeah.
I think it moved 5-ish. So I'll get it another 15.
Okay.
And you know, somebody called for some lightning. Some electrical storms.
They
Why
said
not?
anything to disrupt their network.
Yeah, let's call some lightning.
Sure. Where are you doing it?
It has a 60-foot radius. We will center it, I guess. What's this?
Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll say that you effectively have all the center. If you're moving out towards any of the walls, you won't have range on it. But
yeah. I mean, I would like to. Does this hit any?
you know what? For the purposes of this, we'll say that it can fit this arena. So as long as you have Call Lightning up, it'll fit anywhere within this map.
Oh. Sure.
There's a lot of junk and stuff.
Yeah.
It is. Am I able to see our poor dear friend down here at the base of the tower?
You are. Yeah.
Okay.
From your vantage point, you absolutely are.
What's my radius? It's 5 feet, right?
Yep. So you could hit those 2 dogs by him right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That is a dex save, please.
Dex save. 1 failure. And another failure.
Okay, 3d10.
Ooh.
It is 13 damage.
13 damage.
Of lightning damage, specifically.
Got it. You call down lightning onto these, and you see that their like emoji faces kind of twitch and like just show lines of code for a second as you shut down their broadcasting by hitting them with an electrical attack. So what that effectively means is if any of these get hit by an electrical attack, they cannot call in another howler. So it will reduce the number of incoming howlers that are making their way here. So that's how you decrease the amount in the waves that start showing up.
Roger.
So yeah, you absolutely fry those 2. Anything else, Aster?
That is movement, bonus action, and action. That is my turn.
All right, Dee Dee, that's you.
1 sec. Okay, sorry. It's just super unfortunate that my movement is so small. This
You can always have Rog carry you too. You can boss him around. You outrank him.
right? Is this like obstacle? Like I'd have to climb over that, or
No, I mean it's
is
a
that
couple
just
cardboard
flavor?
boxes and some trash
Okay.
bags. Like it's you'd be able to climb over it or scamper through it.
What movement does Rog have?
30 feet. Only 5 more than yours. But I can jump really far because I'm a strong boy.
So basically, like the next place I wanted to go is here, this one over here.
Uh-huh.
But it's twice my movement away from me.
I can throw you.
How much damage would I take?
I mean, if I'm like not trying to throw you high, but like say like vault you over like this.
You would take falling damage based on how well he does the roll.
Sure. Well, okay, fair enough. Dee Dee's gonna look at Rog and go, "Hey, you. I really hate this, but toss me over there to that pile, right over there.
Don't tell the elf.
For God's sake, do not break my legs and do not tell anybody."
Toss me.
We are all gonna see this screaming halfling.
Let Dee Dee
Go
have her
through the air.
copium that no one's gonna see it, okay?
He just shakes his head in an affirmation. Rog! Work.
All right, so I'm assuming you have Boris like get on your shoulder and you and him get over close to Rog.
Dee Dee's like clutching Boris like a emotional support animal right now while this orc gets ready to toss her.
Absolutely. All right, you get into position to be tossed. And that leads us to Rog's turn.
Okay.
Right. I am raging, and he's gonna, like, take 15 feet forward, try and get as far as he can before he, makes his toss. Do you want athletics?
Yes, please.
Okay.
17's
Rog! Another
Is
nat
that a
20.
nat 20? Hell yeah. No falling damage taken as Rog
Let's go.
hurls you like a cannonball, but lands you like perfectly on top of a couple piles of trash that seem to be like bed linens and stuff. So you have a very easy fall. You are not in combat with the howler that's beside you or anything, and you are right at the point.
If anybody could see her, she's like looking at her hands and checking to make sure both her pigtails are still there. And like, okay, I can't believe that worked. All right, and then both
New
hands
form of
gonna
transportation.
Yeah.
You hear from where you just came from. Ow, 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 ow.
Fastball special.
And I'm going to both hands start digging through this pile.
Sure. All right. Rog, any other movement or bonus actions for your turn?
I did spend about 13 feet, so I've got a little bit more. Is the crane coming down still, like,
Yes.
in this area?
Right. It's got a 15-foot radius, and it's coming down right here.
In that case, I'm going to move to the other side of this dog. Here. And I'm gonna, if I can, try to keep it in place so it gets scooped up by the crane.
I love you, Gibby. All right, that is Rog's turn. That is my dog's. Dee Dee, this one sees you starting to dig through and starts running for you. It's going to get an attack on you. This one goes over here to help its friend that's howling. This one moves over towards you as well, Dee Dee. As does this one. But
I was nice to you today.
I didn't fastball special you. That wasn't my decision.
Don't worry, Dee Dee. I've figured it out. I can't roll above a 10 unless it's an athletics check, in which case it's an automatic nat 20 for me. So, I'm coming in.
All right.
I'm coming in.
I've got 3 of them on Bach right now. I've got 2 of them on Dee Dee and 2 of them on Rog. So, Bach is first. That's 1 miss. That's 2 misses. God damn it.
Let's go!
Oh, wait, no. Wait. They have pack tactics. They have pack tactics. Hold on. That's another miss. That's another miss. That's a hit. We got him.
Nice.
9 points of damage to Bach over there. Finally, one of them gets a good hit on him. Then we are going to you, Rog, as these two have pack tactics. That is 1 hit. And another. Both of them get hits on you.
Okay.
That is 12 damage for the first one.
Half to 6.
And 10 damage for the second one.
Half to 5, so 11 in total.
All right. Then we have Dee Dee. They have pack tactics on you. What's your AC again?
15.
15? Okay. That is 1 hit. And 2 hits. That is 10 points of damage for the first one. And only 6 points of damage for the second one. Rolled 2 ones. But these howlers start going at you, Dee Dee, pretty hard. Top of the initiative round is Natalie and Bach. Natalie activates the crane right in this area right here. And as she activates it, this howler immediately starts twitching and vibrating and then shuts off as the magnetic field sucks it up onto the crane, taking that one out of combat entirely.
May I?
Yeah.
Seeing this, can Rog use his reaction to make an opportunity attack? I know normally that's not possible, but I see this, and I just instinctively, Rog wants to pick up and basically like throw the other dog, the one that is still alive.
Well, I was actually going to have it make a dexterity saving throw, as it does have a bit of a AoE for magnetism around it. If you would like, I'll let you use your reaction to give disadvantage to it on that dex save.
Absolutely, I would love to do that.
All right, so you try to throw this thing. It's got a +2 to this dex save. And with an 8, it fails. It starts like trying to scrape at the ground, pulling itself away from the magnet as hard as you can, and you just run over, kick out one of its legs, and with a yelp, it flies up and hits the magnet and shuts off.
Bye-bye, Spot! I found a nice spot for you!
As the crane lifts and starts moving its new load over to the Broderick's ship right outside of this area. Also at the top of the initiative round, we have 4 howlers that are not... just 3. That other one died. Just 3 howlers that are active right now and howling. But they are drawing in a few more dogs. Okay. Buck is surrounded by a bunch of stuff here. So he's going to start going at him. That is a hit with his maul. And 10 points of damage. Knocking that one down to 3. They all got attack rolls on him, so he can't use that. He'll go ahead and action surge, though. And he's going to try to take out this other one. That is another hit. And then hitting with his maul. That is 13 points of damage. He nearly breaks the back of one and brings his maul over and actually snaps another one in half as he takes that one out. Trying to keep Natalie as clear as possible. Maddox, that is you.
Maddox is going to ignore the immediate thing over there, at least. And he's going to run past. And he's going to chuck a... Let me check the range here. Oh, wait. Sorry. He's going to chuck a hand axe at the one of the dogs by Bach, just to keep his rage up. But it's going to be with disadvantage. So
Sure.
and axe. Oh, that's a nat one. I'm not going to roll the other one. That's a 7.
All right. You throw one of your wrenches and miss very wide, almost hitting Bach, who like looks over and gives you like a big shrug of his furry shoulders, like, "The fuck you doing?"
Sorry, my bad. Fucking shitty terrain. And I'm gonna try and use my bonus action to look like behind me into this.
It is an action
Tile.
to check one of those.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Anders, that's you.
Kind of wiping on his wounded leg a little bit there. We're gonna be moving here, and then we're going to gonna go ahead and dash here.
Sure.
And then I'm going to bonus action hide.
Sure. Go and give me a stealth check.
Not really, but I'll do it for you. Not 20.
Jesus.
Go.
You just disappear into the junk. No one knows where you went. You've done this a million times growing up. It's kind of like building a little fort out of a shelf at like Sam's Club or
Bro,
Costco.
he's like in Fortnite. He's like in the
junk.
Fortnite.
All right. Anything else, Anders?
Movement, bonus action. Action. Yep, I'm done.
All right. Aster, that's you. See your friend Dee Dee getting beaten up over there, but so is Bach on the other end as well.
So is Bach indeed. Why not do a bit of a split? Send the weapon one way. Dee Dee, how you looking? How you feeling?
Did he have died?
Dee Dee has died.
Dee Dee's fine. Plenty of
Okay.
HP right now. You all are the high level ones in this situation, so you and her
Can you
are.
guys really not hear me?
No.
No, we cannot.
Oh, well, hopefully you can hear me now. I'm hurt a little, but I'm more concerned about the impending danger than the little bit of damage I do have.
I'm going to trust Rog to take care. Rog would not be a bad boy and disappoint Ash and let Dee Dee die.
Oh, I've got a plan. I don't know how well it'll work, but I've got a plan.
Everyone on the ship likes Dee Dee. She does the gun things.
Yep.
I
We
make you
will
things.
move, and we will hit these two again, please.
Yeah.
So death save DC 15.
Both failures with 11s.
20 damage.
20 damage. Hell yeah. This one immediately sparks out, dies instantly. And this one looks incredibly hurt, and its signal turns off as a big red X and lines of code appear on its face.
I do not believe I can bonus action do anything, so that will be the turn.
All right. Dee Dee, that's you.
Okay. Well, I know it's a disadvantage if I try to fire at this one in front of me, right?
Yes. If you're firing a ranged weapon into melee, it is at disadvantage.
You know what, though? Even though it's a -1 to damage, Dee Dee does have a hand axe.
True. You also
So-
you have some spells, and spells don't suffer that same effect.
They're not real. I don't think they're really useful right here. Like, I have Thunder Wave, but I didn't want to use it and knock all the junk around.
You could probably angle it so that way I wouldn't have it not junk around if you
It
didn't
just
want it
says
to.
it's a cube that radiates from me.
Yeah, but it's you can determine where it's radiating from you. So, like, it can be a cube that touches your base, like, in this direction.
Think of it like cone-wise.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's just not how it's worded, so...
Yeah.
It's
You can
okay.
also do a catapult. You've got a bunch of things that you could use as good ammunition for the catapult spell.
That's true. It only says 1 to 5 pounds, though.
You are literally on a pile of junk. So there's like a barbell in front of you that says 5 pounds on it. So like, you can just cast it on that and send that flying for that 3d8 if you want to do that too. But up to you. Let me know what you want to do.
That's fine. Let's do that. We're gonna grab the heaviest thing that it looks like Dee Dee's spell could pick up and bring it over and hit this one right in front of me with it.
Oh, you don't even need to pick it up. You can point at the thing and it will fly in the direction you want it to. So it's going to make its dex save. 5 on the dice fails. Go ahead and roll 3d8.
$11. 11 points of damage.
Hell yeah. You brain this thing with the barbell that you send flying into it, and it whimpers and its faceplate kind of cracks a bit as it has a blinking eye for a moment and then refocuses on you.
Son of a bitch! And Boris, still in Force Ballista, is going to fire at this one right in front of him.
Sure. You're splitting between the two?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead.
Wait, splitting between the two.
I had
like we're
you...
attacking different
Yeah,
targets?
I had you attacking this one, Boris attacking this one. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, nice. And 14 points of damage.
14. Hell yeah.
And it should get knocked 5 feet away also.
Absolutely it does. It tumbles down the pile of trash as the force bolt catches in the center of the chest, shattering part of its armor.
I really want to move, but I don't want to give this thing opportunity attack, so I guess we're camping here.
Okay.
And that'll be it for us.
All right, Rog, that's you.
What is this?
Could use some help
here.
over here, lads.
So there are a couple points like that you can see sparking throughout the junkyard. Some of them look like just exposed cables coming out of like some old engine parts and stuff like that. Some of them are like buried cables beneath the ground that have just corroded over time. Some of them are like batteries, but it's just points where a rogue like power source is just sparking. You notice that the dogs do seem to be avoiding them.
Yeah. I'm thinking that Rog is rushing up. Now that the other one has been pushed away from Dee Dee, he's gonna walk or sprint up to this one and say, "Get away from her!" Try to pick it up and then throw it onto the power source.
Okay. I'll say that is an opposed strength check that you all are making. You're trying to beat a 16.
Lamau. Nat 1 and then Nat 4.
Oof.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. You try to pick this thing up and move it, digs its metal claws into a piece of like heavy metal that's kind of sunk into the ground and snarls like fighting against you.
Why are you so heavy?
All right, is that for you, Grog? Rog.
Let me think. I'm still raging, so no.
Okay.
That'll be it.
I'll count that grapple as an attack. I think grapples count as attacks, right?
They do. They
Okay.
count as a special attack, but use the amount of attacks you have in a turn.
All right. That's my dog's turn. This one on Dee Dee is going to turn and start fighting Rog as this one runs back up the hill, attacking Dee Dee. This one starts climbing over the hill to go for Dee Dee. This one is dodging around some of it, but doesn't make it all the way to Rog yet. This one comes running from one of the side places, getting very close to this pile over here. Anders, you watch as one of them climbs up onto this pile of trash right above you, doesn't notice you're there at all, and climbs back down, starting to head in that direction. A couple other ones move through here. And Bach has one more on him. So I've got one attacking Bach, one attacking Rog, and two on Dee Dee currently. First is Bach. It's a miss, because of course it is. Rog, that's a miss as well. Dee Dee, these do have pack tactics against you, unfortunately. So that is one hit and another hit. So first one is 11 points of slashing damage, and then second one is an additional 12 points. So
Dee Dee is doubled over in pain and hurt very bad.
all right.
I'm trying so hard. I don't want to be
6
nice.
HP, big guy. I hope you can help me.
I'm trying. I roll with advantage and I can't get above a 4. I don't know what to say.
Top of initiative, I have 4 dogs currently with their signal on, so I'm spawning my additionals in. All right, that is Natalie and Bach. Natalie finishes putting the other trash down, but currently doesn't have a target for anymore. So she'll hover the crane in the middle of the field, waiting for you all to designate something. She'll actually hold her turn to wait for you all to designate something. That makes sense, right? Why would she not do that? So she will hold her turn, waiting for someone to designate something. Bach is going to try to beat this one up in front of him. Hell yeah. 19 on the dice for Bach. And double sixes on his 2d6 means 15 damage, and that's enough to kill that one. As Bach is kind of covered in blood a little bit. He's looked better before, but clears out the last dog over there. On him. So he is free currently. Maddox, that is you.
Since there's no dogs in sight as far as I can tell, I'm going to go and investigate.
Sure, give me your action.
Okay. And would it also count as a, like, if I were to investigate it, could I also light it at the same time, or no?
I could let you do that, yeah. I will remind you that there is a pile that some of your friends are on over here that has a lot of dogs on it, and you all know that this magnet is a big weakness of theirs. So that could also be a possibility if you're wanting to. Because if you mark this one, Natalie's going to start moving, and it's going to be 2 turns until she can reposition to get over it to that one. But you can mark it if you want to. Okay. I'll let that be a conversation you all can have. But
now, do you guys? I'm just going to yell. Do you need me to mark it, or do you need it? Because if you want to use it to, like, kill 4 dogs, that's probably better than just getting these things.
I would hope and pray that we could dash out of the way in time, that Rog could just grab us and move us.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Okay, then I'm just going to investigate it.
okay, go for it. DC 12.
That's a 21.
Hell yeah. You start checking through this pile of trash in particular, and you see that there are quite a few ship components in here that could be useful. There's a couple like replacement panels for interior, some electrical equipment, some like arcane boards that aren't currently written, so they can be used to like expand the ship. But this would be a good spot.
Okay. And I guess that's my turn.
All right.
I thought you were gonna tell her to drop it on us.
He can't mark
you
yours
guys can mark
for
it,
you
yeah.
all. You have to mark it.
Gotcha.
He doesn't have anything that could light that place up. All right, Anders, that is you hidden in your little cubby over there. You are actually in one of the marked piles of trash if you want to investigate while you're in there.
Yeah, that's exactly why he came over here, though. So yeah, he's gonna poke his head out and start looking around.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. Oh wait, +6. Fucking 11, really? Wow.
I'll say that's close enough just because you grew up here. You and Maddox are fine.
That's a +1 for home
yeah,
base.
home field advantage. You get a +1 to that check. You look through, and this looks like a lot of furniture and like used cars and stuff like that. Not a lot of equipment that could be used effectively for a spaceship. So this one
All right,
probably
so
not be a good one.
this is a dead pile.
This is a dead pile.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. All right. Okay. Well, then I guess my movement.
Since you're crawling through there, I'll let you just appear on the other side of it if you would like.
Yeah, sure. Heading towards the next one.
Okay.
Does that count as my movement, or is that part of the
No,
investigation?
that's you just being a nat 20 hidden inside that area. You just crawled through that bunk bed and out the other side.
Alright, so then we'll get over to the edge of this next one, and then cunning action hide.
Alright, stealth check.
It's plus. It's gonna be a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you hide yourself under some trash pretty well.
Sure.
Aster, that's you.
Okay. Well, let's go back here, and we should. Hearing a cry of pain from poor little Dee Dee. We'll do a bit of a U-turn and use a healing word here. Dee Dee will
Yay.
heal for 5 HP. That is...
You want to move your spiritual weapon or anything?
Yeah.
I don't think you can if you bonus action healing.
Oh. Is it your bonus action for it to move to? I thought it was just to attack.
Yeah.
Let's read and find out.
I think it's a bonus action to move, and as part of that movement, it can also make an
It is
attack.
indeed.
Okay.
So that is not moving.
You could action cast that spell if you would like to. I'll let you do that if you're wanting to move your bonus action for that thing.
But then I can't cast my lightning.
That's true.
I need to fucking fizz some dogs out so we stop getting reinforcements. But I only see the 2 on DD.
There's 3 over there on
there's
DD.
one over here. Is there a third one? There is.
If you can't see them currently, you
I see
shouldn't be able to. So they're in the junkyard, but
There's 3 fixing to be 5.
I mean, I can see this.
yeah, there's that one there.
That one. That is, and they are, boy, all about
Yeah, there's a
all the way
lot
around.
of them on DD. And
But also, I can't really spark that.
Teleport me. Teleport me. It's as bad as a coil head. Teleport me.
I mean, you're gonna call on the thing to take out this whole group, though, right? That's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so I should not aim for those. We will... I can't see one in the back. We'll zap this boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
Fails with a nat 1.
Ooh, darn. Ain't that a shame for you?
Indeed.
4. 21 points of damage.
Oof, you almost completely fry it, but you definitely shut down its radio signal.
And then I have the rest of my movement, which was, I think, like 15. Just get down off the fights.
Okay.
And that'll be the turn.
All right. You zap one of them and start moving out of the way. Your thunder cloud still rolling in the sky. Dee Dee, that's you.
I really want to keep defending myself, but I know that we need to mark this pile. So I guess we're gonna artificer tinkering our way to get some light over this, make this glow, make them realize that we want them to pick this up.
For sure. You use your action to just... You can turn on a little flashlight effectively. Is what you like. You have a utility belt that you can have a lot of little gadgets on, and so you activate a light and just blink it a couple times up at the tower, and you see the held action from Natalie as the crane starts to move and positions right over this pile.
Yeah, and Dee Dee's gonna kind of look at Rog and motion over and be like, "Oi, be ready to move." And then,
Any bonus actions from Boris?
yeah, I know it may knock one of them out of the way, but I'm hoping we kind of act like bait to it. It comes back, so we're gonna fire at this one that ran back up to us the first time.
Sure.
Oh, it's an 18 plus 7.
Hits.
It's 4, and that's an 8 for 12 points of damage.
12 points. Nice. That's exactly its HP. You obliterate it as it gets pushed back and scattered into a bunch of parts.
Nice. And then, do we call that hold movement to get out of the way of the crane before it drops, or do we move? Do we have to move before that to not get crushed?
Up to you. I mean, it's going to come down at the start of her next turn and activate. It's positioned over top of you right now. So in like 3 rounds of combat, it's about to be down on top of you. You asked Rog if he was ready, so you can wait here for him to grab you, or you can start moving out of the way. It's up to you.
Don't kill me, Rog. Alright, I guess we're gonna stay and be bait then.
Okay. Rog, that's you.
Now, we have a bit of a gambler's play here.
Sure.
Can I pick up Dee Dee if I use my action on something else? Because she's willing.
She's willing, so I'll let that be a bonus action, sure.
So willing with 11
Well,
HP left. Please get
The
me
thing
out of
is,
here.
the thing is, I need, with what I want to do, I need both my action and bonus action. So I would effectively need an item interaction to be able to pick up Dee Dee, because Rog wants to drop his rage as a bonus action and cause himself to be engulfed in flames, casting the Armor of Agathis spell.
Okay.
To protect himself and, more importantly, to shield Dee Dee as he basically envelops her in like a big hug to block her from being attacked by more of these dogs.
I understand. That would be objectifying Dee Dee into an item. So I will let Dee Dee decide if if they're okay being considered an item.
You decent women are items.
Set precedent.
She is pocket-sized, yeah.
Oh God, what a terrible reason.
I think it's more of the fact that Dee Dee is willing, considering it doesn't necessarily have to be an item interaction. Your free action can be used for items, but not necessarily.
Look, Rock is just being a
DM
shield. It's okay.
Yeah. It's also the equivalent of, like, opening a door or giving someone a handshake.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Dee Dee can be an item interaction because she's reaching for uppies right now. So.
Okay. Bonus action, Rage drops. He casts the spell, gaining 5 temporary hit points, and then goes to protect Dee Dee, also putting him into position to shove her out of the crane's radius, if
Okay.
necessary.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I think that is going to be his turn.
He's not going to move at all?
Not to risk the 2 attacks until the crane is coming down. Because he wants to keep the dogs here.
Sure,
the dogs are going to follow him if he leaves.
So this will be a bit dangerous with timing. Dee Dee, mostly because you have a lot of metal on you, and Boris is metal. So
Doesn't the crane move before the dogs?
it does not.
No?
And moves after. Like, the dogs are the very last people to go, and then the crane goes.
Okay.
Correct.
That's why I'm putting it in position to just be able to shove Dee Dee and Boris out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Is that it for you, Rog?
Yup.
Okay.
This is as good as it's gonna get.
This dog moves there to get on you. This dog moves onto the trash pile and then over to Dee Dee. This dog gets over to Dee Dee. This dog gets over to Dee Dee. This dog starts running in that direction but doesn't make it yet.
I feel like you're bad at me. Is there something we should talk about?
You got fastballed into the middle of them. That is not my fault. All right, that is all of my dogs moving, and that is 1, 2, 3 attacks on Dee Dee and 2 on Rog.
Can I eat all of the attacks on Dee Dee instead?
I mean,
Based on
I
the
have-
theme-
I have
based on
3
the theme
casts
previously described?
I have 3 casts of shield.
Well, you only need to put it up once per.
Let's be very clear
round.
that nothing in this fight is going to set any precedent for any future fight.
That's fair.
This is really important that no, this is not the way this is going to work. This is just the fun junkyard scene where you're all trying to beat a timer. Sure, Rog can take all of those hits. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs attacking Rog, all with advantage.
I was asking for suggestion. If you want a shield instead, Dee Dee.
I am
No.
good. You know, you've been playing this a lot longer than I have. You tell me what you think is better. Or can you take all 5 of them and live?
No.
Okay, then.
But, especially since I just dropped Rage. But, it's pretty funny.
Is it funny? I feel like Dee Dee would have survivor's guilt. I mean, if you want to take them, you can. If you want to go out in that feat of glory,
You
I'll
all
let
tell
you,
me-
but
tell
I
me
do
what you
have
wanna do.
3 casts of shield.
I mean, he
So-
won't go out. He'll be unconscious. Mostly.
Yeah.
Surely.
I don't think I can protect you from all sides. So I think I'll take the 2 attacks and
And
you
let
can shield the other
let
3.
Dee Dee take the other 3. Okay. All right, so we will start with Rog taking his. That is a miss even with advantage. Or wait, what's your armor class, Rog?
16.
And then yeah, that's a miss for the first one. But the second one hits. That is 9 points of damage to you, Rog.
Okay, it's gonna take 5 points of cold damage.
Okay. Frost forms over one of the dogs as it rips into your arm, trying to get a grapple onto it, but the ice kind of makes the metal of its teeth creak and groan from strain. These other 3 are going to attack you, Dee Dee. Are you going to go ahead and casting shield?
Yep.
Okay. So armor class of 20. They all do have advantage on this, though. So first one misses with a 19. Second one misses with an 18. Third one misses outright. Shield is able to deflect all of these dogs away from you.
is one spell slot, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yup.
It lasts the
Awesome.
whole turn.
Until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to.
No, you're
No
good.
worries. It's honestly, it was the math of the shield is statistically better than me taking damage even with rage.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
All right. Beginning of the initiative. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs not shut down yet. So I'll bring in a couple more reinforcements. One shows up over here.
Magnetized dogs.
You're about to magnetize a big group of them. All right, and with those spawned in, the magnet starts to drop as Natalie activates the crane. If you are going to move out of the way, it's got to be now.
Yeah, I'm throwing Dee Dee, and then I'm gonna jump after her.
Okay, so there isn't a mechanic that allows us to do that necessarily, but I will let you make a dex saving throw. Now, either you each can make this individually to dive out of the way of it, or Rog, I'll let you give Dee Dee advantage to take disadvantage on it.
I inherently have advantage because of danger sense as a barbarian.
Okay.
So, I think if possible, I can roll for the both of us if I hold on to Dee Dee and try to jump out. If I think that's a better option.
Sure, if you want to. And then just one of you roll with advantage if that's what you all want to do.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, you
good
want to
with
do that?
All right. My
Okay.
hands, my life in your hands, Rog.
Before you roll this, I'll let
Oh.
you know. That's your first one, right? A 7.
Yep.
All right. This is going to be a DC 14 for DD to not get pulled up into this magnet with everything else and have Boris pulled with it.
That was a natural 20, you motherfucker! That was a
Roll
natural
with your own
20.
dice instead of the thing.
Yeah. Don't trust this fucking website.
Because every time it bounces off the edge, you get fucked. That's what happened to me a couple
All right.
rounds ago.
So that's a 7.
Any inspirations in chat?
I got nothing.
You could have mine if you want.
Yes,
I
would.
have racial lucky. If you roll a 1, you can.
I rolled a nat 2. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, I'm stealing your inspiration. I'm rolling with my real dice right here, right now.
All right. What a great dice sound effect.
Well,
Am I dead, Gibby?
That's what they
Sounds like
you
I'm
see,
dead.
there's a philosophy of life. Can I push her out of the way and guarantee her survival if I die instead?
So it's not that Dee Dee is going to die. She's just going to be sucked up onto this magnet. So she just has a lot of metal on her body, so she'll be dangling from the magnet. But you all can signal to Natalie, like, hey, don't dump all that stuff. But, you know, she's just going to be pulled up by the magnet. So this isn't a death sentence for Dee Dee or for you,
Okay,
but...
well.
But it won't be great. She will be pretty high up in the air, like.
He's safe up there.
Until we have to drop her.
Well, if Dee Dee's staying here, then so is Rog.
All right. So you both are in this position trying to draw in as many of the howlers as you can. They're all crawling over this pile trying to get to you both. And you see the crane lowering the flat piece of the magnet, and then you hear the whirring buzzing of the electricity surging through this electromagnet. And suddenly, you both try to dodge out of the way, but a massive piece of sheet metal that was underneath the couch in front of you flips up, blocking both of your way and rocketing you both up into the magnet along with all the dogs. So the good news is all these dogs shut off immediately because they were hit by a magnet. The bad news is you all are pelted by a bunch of metal pieces from this spot that are locking you onto this magnet. You both are going to take...
Actually, I don't think Dee Dee would be. I think my spores would protect me from These.
It's crushing you. It's not like a projectile coming at you. It's pressure around you. You could use your spores to like warg out if you want, and that makes that a lot easier to move through, but that's on your turn. So
No, I know. You said that we were being pelted by things, and I'm like, I don't think I would be.
anyway. You all are each taking 10 points of bludgeoning damage as all of this metal flies and hits you and locks you onto this magnet, and the magnet starts to raise up in the air. And Aster, you watch as Didi and Rog are no longer on the ground when the magnet lifts up. Both of them being lifted up by Natalie, who could not see that they were on there still.
Didi goes to scream and just coughs up blood instead.
Valid.
You have 1 HP, and that's all you need.
Correct.
1 HP in a dream. So that is Natalie's turn, getting that on there. Bach is over here, and he sees this dog enter the arena from this side, so he's going to go over there and start trying to beat that one up. Hits. And gets some good damage on it. All right. All right. That was Bach's turn. That was Natalie's turn, lifting the crane back up. 2 of your all's companions are currently up in the sky, being held aloft by a bunch of metal pieces. Maddox, that's you.
Max is going to take out his tinderbox from his backpack and just try and find like a piece of like paper nearby and just light it. That's what she knows to pick up this thing. And
okay. You mark that one to be picked up?
Yep. Then he's going to just walk towards the thing to at least guard it from the dog up north from him.
Sure. Yeah, you see that one coming over the top there, heading for the tower. Anders, that's you.
It's kind of like a prairie dog out, and it's in the the home prairie. He just kind of pokes his head back out of the trash, and
then it lowers back down into the tunnels.
Yeah, and then you just see him pop up again, and he goes wahoo, like an actual prairie dog. And we're gonna go ahead and inspect this area.
Yes, that famous prairie dog saying "wahoo."
Yep. I make that one.
Yeah, you absolutely do. This one is a viable one. There seems to be a couple different medical supplies, but more importantly, there's components to fix smaller ships in this one. So anything that they need to repair, like the bikes or the lander or anything, are in this pile. So.
Okay, but it's an action to sift through it, and then it's an action to mark it, right?
Unless you have a spell or something that you can mark it with. So.
He really doesn't.
You have some bonus action shenanigans you can pull, so if you want to mark it, you can. But you and Maddox, neither one know that Didi and Rog are currently locked up in the. No one's communicated that to Natalie yet, let's be clear. And if they fall and drop back where Natalie is dropping them off, that's going to be painful.
Yeah, I got no idea how that's going on. Who would willingly sit between a giant magnet and junk?
Yeah, something's wrong with this crew.
Yeah.
Look, we were trying to be bait, okay?
It worked.
But
the bait usually gets eaten.
And sinker. Yeah.
They're fast enough and don't roll ones.
You know what? Do I have any dogs nearby me? I can't even see. I don't think so, but
you hear one roughly to your south. You hear one has just landed over the fence, and then you hear another one to your east, but it's already passed by you.
We're just gonna wahoo back into the dirt. Bonus action hide.
Sure, I imagine the little eye from the trash compactor in Star Wars. You just dive back into the trash soup.
Yeah, we're That's a 11. Or 21, sorry.
Oh, 21? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You dive back in like a muskrat. All right. Aster, that's you. Aster, I think you're the only one that saw what happened to DD and Rog.
I think I have to probably have to light on myself to kind of get her attention.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna light on myself to get her attention and basically kind of imitate, point up at the claw.
Yeah.
and kind of use one hand and do a slow lowering motion with it.
Okay.
And try to so I don't think I can yell across this amount of space.
I mean, no, she's high up there and in an enclosed space anyway.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all don't know overhead crane signals? What the fuck?
Yeah. Do you not know the safety measure code?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make this a gosh. What is a check for charades? I was gonna say performance for charades, yeah.
Insight?
I can do performance.
Okay. Performance or persuasion, maybe. No, performance. Performance sounds better.
Persuasion would have been considerably better. But performance it is. That is
Make a roll Arcana.
18.
18, very nice. Somehow, through your manic hand signals, Natalie picks up, oh, I've gotten something I shouldn't have gotten, and starts lowering the crane back down.
Ooh, lad.
That's just a free action for you.
Oh, that's kind of you. Okay. Well, they are all over there. Can I make a check to just jump up here? Grab the railing and pull myself over?
Yeah, that's athletics.
Surely
or acrobatics, either one. I'll let you pick.
Acrobatics it is. A 12?
I was going to say DC 12, so that works. Absolutely. You scamper on up, taking a little bit of a leap, getting onto the edge, and then pulling yourself the rest of the way.
Lovely. Well, we've got, so that's movement. We can do the full measure. If she's lowering that, we'll get Hammer Boy ready to bonk some people with the bonus action. And we'll do some more lightning on this guy by the cars, please.
Absolutely. Fails.
Wahoo. 4. 12 points of damage.
Got it. The red light and text start scrolling on its screen as it deactivates its local network. Anything else for me?
Nope. That'll be the turn.
Okay. Dee Dee. The crane is lowering, but you are currently in a pile of metal held up by a crane. Boris is right beside your head and blinking very weakly as he's not built to withstand this much magnetic force. Seems like your little buddy's about to fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you doing?
Coughing up blood. So we're still stuck to this thing. We're being lowered down, but we're still stuck to it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You could take this opportunity to look at the stuff that this collected, because you all didn't get a chance to look at this pile, actually. So you could see if this is even worth taking.
Sure, you want an investigation?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
You got it. Oh, goodness. That is only an 11, unfortunately.
God.
There is a sheet of metal pressed against your face, so it's pretty hard to see around you.
Look, I'm hurt real bad, okay?
You're hurt real bad.
You have a bit of a concussion.
You are currently restrained because you have so many metal things on your body, and all of them are stuck to this magnet like glue right now. So unless you want to start taking off gun belts and equipment, you're kind of stuck for the turn.
Well, no, because if I release myself and I take fall damage, it's probably not good either, so...
Correct.
I
Any
guess we're just...
spells you want to cast or anything? Or I guess that was your action to search, so...
Yeah, I don't have anything helpful either, is unfortunately the bad part here, but,
Yeah.
you know...
Okay. That is Dee Dee's turn. Rog, you're also suspended by much less clothing, but you are still stuck up in the air currently. But you could, a bit easier, wriggle your way out of, like, a leather belt with a couple buckles that are holding you up, and you'd have to let go of your axe, but...
My axe! Yeah, the axe isn't really important right now. And we'll take off a belt. More importantly, we want to try to get to Dee Dee and see if we can unearth her a little bit so it's easier for her to get out.
Sure. I'll call that a strength check, because you're trying to move things out of the way from a big, powerful magnet. You can do athletics if you'd like for it.
I would like to do athletics, yes. With advantage, because I'm still raging. For a 23. He's so strong. Dee Dee's in danger. We have to protect her.
Rog unfastens a couple belts and hangs by, like, one leg that's still pinned under a piece of rebar and, like, tilts out, hanging down, and starts ripping different pieces of metal, finding where Dee Dee is and giving her a clear line of sight to see the both of you slowly drifting down onto this bare patch of dirt, but hopefully giving Dee Dee a chance to be able to roll out of the way before all this metal starts clanging down around her.
Ash is gonna kill me if you don't get back to the ship.
All right, that is my dog's turn. This one doesn't see anyone over here, but he saw Aster jumping, so he's going to take off that way. This one also is taking off that way. That one's on Bach. This one's coming for Maddox. And then this one over here is also going to start running in this direction. So, I've got one on Maddox and one on Bach. The one on Bach misses. The one on Maddox. What's your AC, Maddox?
13.
Misses. All right. Top of the initiative, I have 4 dogs currently not radio signal blocked. So a couple more are going to hop on in. Okay.
How the fuck are we supposed to get to the other side of this map?
What do you mean? There's clear
You
paths.
got the crane.
You have a crane, too. And shatter spells.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't expect you all to get lifted by a magnet. Sorry.
We got a couple of things, right? Like, we got some stuff. I'm good with y'all. I'm good with the extraction.
Anders has made perfectly fine progress across this map.
Things matter.
Yeah. All right, so Bach is going to bonk the one in front of him. He hits. And that is enough. He kills that one. Natalie finishes lowering the crane and drops the 2 of you off. Both of you give me a dexterity saving throw. DC will be lower because of Rog's help. We'll call it a DC 10.
Okay, even without advantage, I succeed for an 18.
Heck yeah.
16.
Both of you succeed, and as the magnet turns off and all this trash starts falling, Rog, you dive and catch Dee Dee into the center of your body and just kind of fetal position curl around her. You'll take a paltry 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the metal starts falling around you, but Dee Dee is unharmed as you unfurl. And Natalie starts lifting the crane back up and repositioning it to the spot Maddox marked to pick that up next turn.
We're still in the double digits, boys. We're still viable as Dee Dee's meat shield. Let's go.
Any number above 1. Maddox, that is you.
Not even that for me.
I am going to rage once more, and I'm going to beat the shit out of this dog. Where to, motherfucker? 17 to hit, or
17 hits.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
And
that will be enough, as that one had been hit by the lightning earlier, so you are able to clobber that one and then move over.
Oh, sweet. And I'm just gonna start walking fucking over here.
Sure. Just another fucking day for Maddox and Anders over there.
Yeah, we're just having like a grand old time.
We've been wanting to do this for forever. We've been planning this trip. All right, Anders, that is you.
Okay. Poking the head back out, we're gonna go ahead and using like a lighter, we're gonna go ahead and light a marker for this trash pile because we know it's good stuff.
Absolutely.
And then, man, it is super hard to see. I don't have any doggos around me, do I?
Make a perception check.
It's 12 plus. iPad, where are you? 12 plus 6, that's 18.
18. You see one right here, and you also see one on this far corner over here.
Oh, that's where I got to go.
Over where my light is, over here.
Oh, one over there?
Yep.
Yeah, but the one over here is where I was wanting to go. Yeah.
Sorry, bub.
Yeah, what the fuck? You're ruining my streak here.
Get good.
Yeah, okay. Fuck nuggets.
Just so you all know, there is currently only 4 markers. One of them is about to be picked up, and the other one has been confirmed. So there's only 2 others that haven't been explored so far.
And I'm right by one of them. You could always just wait and then
Wait, the other one.
wait for it to run past.
Or go this way and hide and then sneak through it.
Yeah, I'll just go over here and I'll cunning hide.
Sure. Give me a stealth check.
To 23.
23. You dive into the pile of trash and end up like 15 feet further, like just popping your head out real quick and then dipping back down. All right, that is Anders. Aster, that is you.
Okay. How's Bach looking?
Bach is... he's okay. He's like at half. He doesn't seem that bad off, and he just killed that one, so he's moving back over to the tower.
Okay. Well, Asta sees this little wolfy boy also has an eye on him. We're gonna send something his direction.
Yeah. Hit it.
Well, I guess first this is that. Oh, no, not in range. I guess we might as well move it anyway. Yeah, we're gonna shock him. So let's save.
Dex save. Fails.
15 points.
Youch. Red text and a big X appear as his network shuts down.
You're gonna need to come to me, Dee Dee. And then I think that'll be the turn. I don't think I really need to move.
Okay. Dee Dee, that is you then. You are back on the ground.
Where did we get dropped at?
Back where we were.
Oh, back where we were.
Yep, right where you'd been picked up.
Is it time to go?
Very much.
Okay.
Where is Aster?
He's right here. Yeah, that's him.
That is
I
so
am-
far away.
In the sniper's nest is where I am. Fucking chucking lightning.
But as long as you're within 60 feet of him, he can...
Yeah, you just need to be closer so I can shoot you a heal if needed. 60 feet.
Yeah, so as long as you, like, run a straight line.
Yeah, I was thinking back the way we came.
Yep.
Yeah, Dee Dee's gonna look at Rog and go, "Alright, big guy. Back over the mound over there." And,
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna use my dash to get over here.
For sure.
Sorry, it's doing weird elevation things again. So I was trying to. That was probably like 5 feet down, and then 20 feet gets me back over here, and then. But there's a dog right there too.
Yep.
You can try to hide behind some trash.
I was just thinking that. I was like, I'm pretty stealthy. Let's just crawl our way like right here and just hide in this pile of trash.
Sure, give me a stealth check.
That's a 15.
All right. You hide behind one of the piles of trash as the two dogs are running towards where Aster is. Is that it for you, Dee Dee?
Great. Yep.
All right.
I'm sure I picked up Boris and stuck him in my pocket at this point.
Yeah.
My poor broken buddy.
All right. Rog, that's you.
Are there any... maybe not when I'm right next to where I was. I'm gonna follow DD. I'm gonna look around for some, loose metal pipes or bats or cylinder-like objects I can use as,
I mean,
like, a club.
they dropped the metal, so you could have picked up your axe.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, I'll keep my axe. And my axe. And then I'm gonna hide with DD. And she's just gonna hear a Zog. Zog.
Sure, give me a stealth check.
Jesus.
Oh, Rog. No, like this.
Not like this.
Oh,
Big guy is not quiet as he gets right beside where you are, Dee.
God damn it.
oh, Zog.
Shut up.
And you see one of the howlers, like their antenna-like ears pop up, and they look over to where you two are hiding, and it tilts its head. All right, is that it for you, Rog?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that they know that I'm here just yet.
Sure, you're about to. As two of them run over to you there. This one getting behind you.
Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me?
Gonna run that
They don't
way.
see you. They all are coming after me.
Why would you do this to me?
This one runs after Maddox. All right, so my only attacks this turn are 3 on Rog.
Wow.
And they're with advantage. Nat 20 for my first one.
Epic.
Goodbye, Rock.
Yeah. You love to see it.
Miss for the second one. And a hit for the last one.
Okay. You have to deal 13 damage or less on the crit for me to not go down.
I think minimum damage is gonna get you then.
Okay, because if you deal 14 or more, then I have to use Relentless Endurance, and then if the second one hits me, then I go down no matter what, because I have 1 HP.
So for the first one, it is...
It doesn't matter if it's 14 or more. I
Yeah,
have to.
it's more than 14. It's 19, so then you use your endurance, and then the second one hits, and then you go down.
Yep.
All right. These dogs pounce and leap, going all over the dazed, massive Rog as you're kind of like half hiding in a refrigerator, DD. They do not see you yet, but they are swarming, and the poor Rog starts getting torn up. You just see pieces of orc skin and flesh flying away as these dogs are ripping into him. That is the top of the initiative round. I've got enough dogs for a couple more spawns.
Rest in peace,
You
strongest
got that,
business boy.
He can make a comeback. I believe in him.
All right, and that is Natalie's turn, who drops the crane down and picks up this load over here. I'm going to start loading that onto the ship. And then Bach is going to head over to where you are, Maddox, taking the dash action to give you a hand. Maddox, that's you.
There is a dog on the other side, correct? I can hear, or... I am going to do a gamer move and jump on top, and then gonna jump back down on top of the dog.
Sure. Just make a leaping attack onto it.
Yeah.
All right, absolutely. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. And then athletics check.
I'll do the athletics first, because that should affect everything.
That'll determine it.
That's a 20?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like that scene from Reign of Fire where the dude with the axe runs off the tower into the dragon, but you won't get bitten by the dragon.
And then...
That's a 15?
15 hits.
Okay. For 18 points of damage. And I am going to Frenzy.
Absolutely.
For a second hit. 23 for 11 points of damage.
That'll do it. You leap off one of those cars and you bring your wrench down. You know exactly where that weak spot on the neck is, that sweet spot, and you connect with it, and the neck snaps for a second, and all systems power down, and the thing just goes limp onto the ground.
Murdoch Broadway. And that's my turn.
All right. Anders, that's you.
Okay, the wolf that was near this other pile left, right?
Yes, it was heading towards Maddox because it did not see you. You are currently alone over there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's life. Yeah, we're gonna bring me over to this other pile. I guess I don't have to be right up on it.
Yeah, sure.
See what she holds.
Go for it.
It's a success.
Okay, you check that final pile. That one also seems good, as this one contains a bit of a wider variety of like supplies for living on the ship consistently. So there's like air filters, there's like water cleansing units, there's like food sanitizers and sanitary stuff for the crew and everything. So this one seems like a viable pile.
Okay. I don't have any other wolves around me, right?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm gonna bonus action light up a signal flare over here.
Got it. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
That is the last of the piles marked then. So Natalie just has to make 2 more retrievals, and you all are done here.
Did we check this one? with the coast?
I don't think we did that one.
Oh no.
Oh.
I thought he checked it last turn, but no, that had not been checked yet. So
We can
sorry.
figure it out next time.
There are 2 piles marked. Both okay. This last one needs to be checked, but yeah. All right. That is Andrew's turn. Aster, that's you.
Boy, how am I salvaging?
That situation. If you shock Rog's body, I'll let it hit all the dogs.
Do it.
What the fuck?
You
Do
know,
it.
Even if you maximize damage, it's only 2 failed death saves.
There's only one, actually.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
It's only a crit that deals
Yeah,
damage.
it's only a
also
crit.
killed Dee though.
No.
No, she's in a fridge. She's insulated.
Okay.
Jones rules.
You know what? Well, fuck it. Let's do it. I see Rog. I'm specifically targeting Rog's axe.
Sure.
The metal on his axe. He's sitting there, and I just see it. It's like the one thing I can view from my vantage point up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
And,
one
you-
little thing.
Call down the lightning. I'm going to make my dex saves 1 failure, 2 failure, and a nat 20. One of them succeeds.
We are maximizing it, so it's the 30 and the 15.
30 kills those 2 outright. This one, however, is still up, but its network is deactivated, as it is sitting there and shivering and just twitching, that red X and text appearing on its face. Rog, give me a Constitution saving throw, DC 25.
Alright. I can do that.
I believe in you.
Oh, 1 off! Wait, hang on, actually, hang on. Actually, I might have something for this.
Okay.
Fuck, I need to be... Oh, I need to be a higher level in Warlock. I know there's something as a Fiend Warlock where if you fail a saving throw, you can add I think like it's 2d4 or something.
I think I said that I would let you replace levels of Barbarian with Warlock if you had wanted to on Rog. Had you wanted to do that?
I like the 3-in-1 that he has.
Okay.
It makes sense for him specifically.
Sure.
I am 1 off. That is a natural 18.
It's too funny to not do it. Fine. I'll say that the crew loyalty bonus applies here.
Let's go.
So that's a +7 to the roll for a 31.
Actually, I do have something that narratively works for this. As a zealot barbarian, if a spell restores your life to cast on you, it doesn't need material components. Weird connection, but I feel like that mixes with the lightning literally defibrillating him back to life.
Sure. I'll say that there is the smell of ozone near you, DD, as you can hear the cracking of static electricity on Rog's axe, and you just have that second of Aster wouldn't fuck it, and then there's a bolt of lightning right beside you as all of these dogs get fucking fried, and you see as the axe is just laying halfway on Rog's chest, the 2 paddles of the axe laying on opposite sides of his chest. There's a and then Rog sits bolt upright and starts blinking and screaming. Back to 1 HP, Rog.
No bitch.
Looks like a defibrillator. That's amazing.
I imagine it was Lethal Company-ish, where you hear the little, it's a, you feel the static build up on it.
This time, it defibrillated Rog, who now has a permanent scar outline of his axe on the center of his chest. It's the most metal fucking thing, but Rog is back awake and sitting up, screaming just incoherently.
Get up from prone.
But that is the end of your turn, Aster. You got anything else for me?
I'm trying to figure out if this thing's gonna be in range to hit the dog or not. It's gonna
If it's within 5 feet, then it would be.
be. Yeah, it's real
It's
close.
the
now.
dog's on top of it. I'll let that work. So you can go ahead and do that.
We'll go for this then.
Like if he's on the square he's supposed to be, he's there, and that's within range. So
We'll get a swing. No.
okay. The spiritual weapon comes up, but is unable to catch the jittering and shaking dog as it's still shrugging off the electrical bolt. Dee Dee, you open the fridge to see Rog sitting upright with a still smoking scar imprint of his axe on his chest. As it is now your turn.
Now, remind me, did we decide that when I morph it into a thing, do I get that HP back, or would I still be at 1?
You'd still be at 1.
Oh, rough. Well, I mean, I'm still hidden.
You are. You can stay hidden if you want.
I am so sorry, you guys. I am super about to die, so we're just
Rog
gonna
doesn't
stay
matter.
hidden.
You can get any
Don't
more.
care for Rog, who is also at 1 HP, about to
What am
die.
I gonna?
You could just peek out of the fridge and use catapult again and send send a piece of
One thing
trash.
on you. There's literally not another thing near you, except for that one dog that's half dead.
Shatter rock.
You
shatter
do
rock.
you, Dee. You do you.
Thunderwave.
I'll tell you what. Hold on. I got this because I also have a spell refueling ring, and I can use it on spell slots 3 or lower. So I'm gonna use it to get a spell slot back in my 2nd level, and then we're gonna cast Scorching Ray on this dog next to Rog.
Dog and Rog.
Sound gravy?
Do it.
Sounds poutine.
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Go for it. 3 rays. So roll 3 d20 plus 7
Yo.
for each one.
All right. The first one's an 11.
Miss.
Nice.
The second one's an 18,
Hit.
and that one's a 19.
Hit. So roll 4d6.
One, 5, 11, 14 points of damage.
14 is enough, and you melt 2 holes in the center of this twitching dog that's standing over, about to pounce on Rog again.
God. Okay.
You staying in the fridge, or are you coming out?
Oh, staying in the fridge.
Okay, you close the door to the fridge again. All right, Rog, that's you.
She's still alive, okay? I helped.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. I didn't hear no goddamn bell.
All right, what are you doing, Rog?
I think he's just going to slowly, super disoriented from what has just happened, wander his way, remembering the last thing he heard, which is, we're heading back to where we came, big guy. So he's just going to slowly work his way over, grabbing his axe instinctively and just kind of... I think we're going to call it a hide action, but really he's just going to fall over into this
Pile of trash.
Pile of trash, yeah.
Absolutely. Give me a stealth check.
That's going to be a 16.
16, yeah, absolutely. Rog falls kind of face first into a big pile of trash.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Brave Sir Rog. All right, I got some dogs heading out. One right there. This one sees Aster doing all that stuff up there and is going to try to start making his way there. And then I've got another one over here. But I only have 3 dogs up currently.
What the dog's doing?
So I
Get that
Yeah,
way.
we
only
should.
add one more. All right.
Put that dog right next to me. I'd appreciate it.
No.
Okay.
Top of initiative, Natalie drops the cargo onto the Broderick ship and moves over, positioning above the next set right there. Moving down to grab it. Bach is here. He's going to do a check on this pile to see if it's anything you all need. Bach rolling just absolute fucking fire. With a -1 to investigation, rolls a 15 for a 14. He checks this pile and find it's mostly car parts and nothing that you can really use on the ship. So the last two piles have been identified that you all can take, and Natalie is in the process of moving those over now. So you really only have to spend 2 more turns to be able to get the rest of it out, and there's only 3 dogs left. So, Maddox, that is you.
Second verse, same as last turn. Gonna jump over the fucking cars and start chucking axes at the dog next to me.
Go for it.
So athletics first, see if I don't fuck it up. That is a 17. And actually, how far is this? Actually, I'm gonna chuck a javelin instead, so I don't have that disadvantage. That is a 14.
14 hits, meets it, beats it.
Yeah. Take. Does rage work with throwing weapons?
If it's melee focused, it should. For damage,
I'll
at
let
least.
it. I mean, that's fine with me. You're still using your strength to throw something, so that's fine.
Yeah, then that's an 8 points of damage.
8 points, got it.
Ah, you gibbering son of a dog. Why don't you fucking come after me, you bitch?
Sure. All right, Anders, that's you.
Tired of being alone out here. We're gonna be booking it back this way. For a move and dash. And then, even though there's no wolves around here, I get the feeling he wouldn't, because he's still like kind of alone. He's just gonna like dive in the back of one of these cars for a
It
cunning
just feels
hide.
nice, honestly, okay? It's just fun to do. Yeah,
For an 18.
absolutely. You've stayed in this car before, so it's got some snacks here for you.
It for me.
All right, Aster, that's you. Just from your sniper's nest position, I'll go ahead and show you, Aster. There's one dog right there. There's the one coming up on you right there. There's one in the courtyard over here. And one way back here that just entered.
I can't even see that one.
From your sniper's nest, you can. It's okay.
We'll try to zap the boy who's might possibly get back on DD.
Okay.
So we'll hit him. With the lightning,
Fails.
that is 10 points of damage.
10 points. All right. It loses its network connectivity and starts glitching out, but it is still getting close to where Dee Dee is hiding currently. Is that it for you, Aster?
No. The spiritual weapon doesn't get an attack of opportunity, right?
Correct.
Okay. We will keep this kind of near DD then. Well, I'm not gonna move it. No, we're just gonna fucking heal. I suppose DD's technically more in danger here. So we will shoot DD a healing word. For 5 HP.
All right. Somehow you know where Dee Dee is within that refrigerator. So, Dee Dee, you feel...
I see your little pigtails fucking
yeah.
sticking out.
Dee Dee, you get healed for 5 points of damage. And that is now your turn.
I imagine this thing, like, even if I come out, I don't imagine I'm in this thing's line of sight still, correct? Because I can't even see it. Oh, there he is. I mean, I really, like, need to get out of hiding, I think, and start moving towards where we're going to be leaving at least. We came in over here, right? Over here?
Yep.
I mean, if I dash, I can get back over there.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I can't dash stealthily, can I?
Not particularly, no.
Can I keep low to the ground for narrative's sake, let's say?
Sure.
But yeah,
You're pretty short.
we're just... You're right.
Give me a stealth check as you're running.
Got it.
Just pick up the fridge as you're running and just pretend you're just a regular fridge.
Yeah, treat the fridge like a snake and it's a cardboard box.
Just move and then drop it whenever something gets close, and then move a little bit more. That's a nat 1, but that's okay, because I can roll again.
Damn halflings.
Taking all our good rolls.
For 16 plus 2, so 18.
Much better. Yeah, you make yourself low to the ground, which can be exceptionally low for you. So you get pretty hunkered down and start running past where Rog is, kind of half hiding, part of his body sticking out from the trash, but pretty effectively covered, and keep running towards the exit. Rog, that's you.
Sponge boy me Bob. I'm going to go towards the exit as well. We're gonna hide behind whatever these are. Also dashing.
Sure. All right, you make your way over to there. You get behind some cover. That's my
It's nap
dogs.
time.
This dog's gonna start running. Actually, it'd probably run for Astral. I don't think it saw Dee Dee move.
Did you lead them over here again?
No,
I don't believe you.
there's no way.
This one's going to try to leap up to where you are, Aster. Ooh, and does incredibly well at it. Getting up to you and then making an attack. Nat 1. Misses hard. This one runs over to you, Maddox. That hits. For fucking fire roll 15.
Okay, so that's 7 points, because rage.
Sure. This one starts taking off in this direction, and I only have 2 on the network right now, which means that only one of them spawns. Who's feeling lucky? Roll me a d4.
I gotcha.
Okay. North is 1, east 2, south 3, west 4.
That's a 3.
3 south. So it doesn't spawn right on top of Rog and DD, which is kind of what I was hoping you'd let me do there, but that's fine.
So I tried my hardest, man. One more and it would have.
Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, Natalie and Bach's turn. Natalie finishes dropping off that load and moves and picks up the very last one. getting in position there for your all's very last one. Bach comes over here to fight this dog. Gonna fight that dog. Hits for 8 points of damage. Okay. That is Rog and Natalie. Maddox.
I'm going to do this in a weird order. I'm first going to use my Frenzy attack, because I want to see if I can keep my bonus action. That's a 12. I'm going to use my regular attack now. 16. For
16 hits.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Dog is still up, but incredibly hurt.
Fucking Scooby, what the hell? Can I... Is there, like, literally any, like, reset button to fucking, like, try and turn it off that I can spot on it now that we can...
Roll me a Arcana check.
I am incredibly great with those, trust me. Apparently I am 21.
Holy shit. So if you lift up its tail, right at the base of its tail where its butt should be, is where the button is to turn it off.
I'd like to kiss that
I
dog.
see.
Are you going to try to do that to it right now?
Yes.
Sure, give
give
me
it
a
to Scooby.
sleight of hand check.
That was almost a nat 20, 15.
15. I'll contest it. This will be a dexterity saving throw from the dog. It's got a +3 to this. 12 or higher, misses. You lift up the tail with you hit the button and it falls on its face and turns off.
Well,
Bach looks at you and shakes his head like, "Why didn't you tell us about that sooner?"
listen, the blood rage, I'm sorry. I'm just
All
going
right.
to take Scooby with me, right?
All right. And Anders, it's you.
Anders is going to pop out of his hidey hole. Je vais leaving yet.
You've
Yeah,
gotten
we're
less
leaving.
intelligible with your Cockney as you've gone.
We're leaving, brother.
He's down to 8 health. He's not been feeling great, and he's probably been huffing some fumes.
That's even less
Ikne,
intelligible.
upditne, kamilitne.
I think he either invited me to a pub or threatened to kill my mother.
Yes.
Or both.
All right. So you're taking off running, trying to get out. Aster, that's you.
Okay. We've still got some. So there's only these two near me, right?
Correct. There's one
And then I think
directly
there's
on
a
you.
third one. Yeah, I know. I am less concerned about it. Yeah, you know, we're gonna shock the one still coming in.
Sure.
For 16 damage.
Succeeds. So half.
Half.
That one had already been shut down, but it is now sparking and nearly dead. Anything else, Aster? Any movement?
We're just gonna go around and get on the other side of this dog.
Sure. Dee Dee, that's you.
Okay. I mean, God, we still only have.
Do you have cure wounds or something?
I have what?
Do you have cure wounds or something?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're just in rough shape over here, Rog. It's just the way it is.
That's fine. We could just get the things prepped and ready to leave as soon as everyone else gets back.
Yeah, you can get the
Yeah, I
engine
was
started
just-
with the infusion.
I was just fixing to say I guess we're just prepping to leave at this point. That sucks. I've been so useless the last few turns. Can y'all
We
not hear
just-
me again?
Yeah.
No, we can.
Oh, okay.
We've been distracting the dogs since turn 1. We've been doing our job perfectly.
All right, you do anything, Dee Dee?
We are prepping the ship for takeoff.
All right. You take your dash and run out of the arena. Dee Dee leaves the initiative order as you run to get onto the Maddox ship, securing the cargo with Rog, who I'm assuming goes next, and you're also running to the ship? Okay. So Rog,
Here.
you start connecting all of the loads that Natalie has brought over to the ship, preparing for the very last one as Dee Dee runs in and starts igniting the engines and kicking in the boost with the Zephyr Spores into the Elemental engine, removing Rog from combat as well. That is my dog's turn, and we are almost out of them. I only have 3 right now. This one's going to run over here. Try to leap up and get to Aster, but fails. It like gets on the side there, and its claws like scratch, and it has that ruh-roh like face until it drops back down to the trash.
Okay, its brother will be joining it soon.
This one runs over here, but doesn't get far enough. This dog on you is going to attack you. It's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, for 11 points of damage.
Please make me a death saving throw.
Fails.
Okay, you'll take 2d8s. For 12 points of lightning damage.
Heck yeah, that one's network shuts down as well. There's only one dog with a current active
It also
network.
gets sent back flying 10 feet.
Woo!
I think I can get off of this.
Yep, absolutely it does. It kind of hits on the railing hard on its spine and tumbles back down, making a yelping sound as it goes over the edge and tumbles into some trash. All right. That is the dog's turn. Natalie moves the crane back over with the final load, dropping it off to you, Rog. Bach is going to run over here and call up, "Just jump! I'll catch you!" And Natalie's like, "Fuck you!" And Rog's like, "Fucking do it!" And he rolls a nat 20 on persuasion for her. So Natalie jumps, dex save, and Bach gets a 21 dex save to catch Natalie, and then starts running this way, catching back up with Anders with Natalie over her shoulder. But you all have successfully finished looting the last pile and can make your way to the exit now as the ship is starting to warm up. Actually, there's only one dog still active. It's pretty far away. Both of those are still on you, but one of them is at 6 HP and the other one is in a big pile of trash and we'll have to run all the way around. So we'll say that you drop down off of their Aster as the other 3 of you catch back up, and all 4 of you are able to run to the exit and get onto the waiting ship with Dee Dee and Rog. And with that, we will drop out of initiative and combat. And
That was a relatively nice distraction. We didn't get too roughed up.
no, you all.
And then he looks at the other 2. It's like, what the fuck happened? to
What
you?
happened?
Dee Dee's just gonna be slumped over in one of the chairs, holding her side.
All right, you all get back on the Broderick's ship as the final piece of cargo is tied off. You all successfully escaping with 5 total piles looted of some necessary supplies to be able to repair the ship if you need to, with a couple extras, including parts to fix up a new engine coil for the Broderick brothers. You all activate the booster on one of the engines. Dee Dee, your work with them prior to getting to this planet All of the calculations have already been put into the systems of the ship, so the other engines power up to their full power as this one now has its extra boost of speed. And with that extra power, you are able to break orbit with this massive pile of junk or loot that is now attached to the ship, and start making your way out of the planet's atmosphere back into the astral space. As you're leaving the atmosphere, back on the Sacrificium Soleil, Ash, Alwyn, and Hank, you all are up in the command center, the bridge of the Soleil, with the captain, who's like cursing under her breath and watching. She sees the Broderick ship activate and start flying up. She's like, all right, they're on their way. Everyone get ready to receive them. We need someone to get out and attach that tow cable. We got to get out of here. One of you three, go get that done.
I will do it, Captain.
All right, Ash sets off towards the hold. There's a couple people already there. Jace and Lash already have the tow cables ready to go. So you just need to be able to either take one of the bikes.
Oh, well, hold on. So last game, Alwyn had already, like, the cables are just hanging behind us at this moment.
Yeah, that's right. They've been,
yeah,
they're deployed. So there's just two crew members kind of watching out the back, like prepared to help or start pulling back the tow cables whenever they're attached. So we just need someone out there to be able to attach them.
Yep.
I do have a spider climb, so I can attach two surfaces. And so I will be using that.
Sure. The Broderick ship leaves orbit and meets up with the Soleil as you all start to power on your engines, catching up with their momentum so you all can be matched to them on the same course. The Marshal ships during this time have gotten dangerously close and are nearly within cannon range as they are in a hot pursuit of a Soleil that until just a second ago had been completely stationary. But is now able to start getting underway. The extra speed of the Soleil would be able to outpace these guys once the Broderick ship is able to get towed by it. So as the ship gets closer to the Soleil, what are you going to be doing to attach these tow cables, Ash?
Yeah, Ash is using his ability to climb around any surface as though he can stick to it easily, to just maneuver in this kind of, despite being in a on a planet still having to yield to the forces of gravity, he's able to maneuver around as though he were still in space, being able to, have a feet on a surface while using his hands freely without having to worry about dropping off, to start hooking up these cables and everything to make sure that it's fully together and fully ready to be docked in.
Sure. Let's call this a sleight of hand check as you ride the bike out and connect to one of these cables, and the Broderick ship gets closer. Anders behind the piloting wheel as it approaches and tries to sync up with the Soleil, matching its speed as best as possible, but clearly under a heavy load and not able to keep up with its speed. The Soleil has to slow down a bit, letting the Marshals get a bit more. Give me your sleight of hand check.
Okay. Can I guidance myself for this?
Sure.
Okay. Teehee. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, so 7 plus 5 is 12.
12? Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's a 9. Sorry, I was misreading that. So that becomes a 10 plus 5, so 15.
15? Okay, that's better. You get the end of the tow cable. The Broderick ship is clearly having some issues. As Dee Dee, you can tell that engine that you injected is giving out far faster than it should and is already starting to sputter just from the extra strain of trying to get all of this equipment up into astral space. But the Soleil, with a bit of careful piloting from Alwyn, is able to match the speed enough for Ash to attach one of the cables, quickly wheeling the bike around and moving over to the other side and attaching the other one. As soon as the other one is attached, Ash, you fly back in and with a yell into the open mic in the hold, give the shout that it's attached, and Alwyn, you punch it. The Soleil, activating all 6 of its high-class elemental engines, starts tugging, a lot more of that force being pushed out as the Marshals are still in hot pursuit, but not quite within range to start opening fire yet. So,
Y'all hang on.
with that being the case, you all are going to start trying to head out of this system. There is supposedly some type of net around here, though. But to get to the edge of this system, there's another moon still that is kind of further out from Pax. A kind of small, almost like dwarf planet that is still the outer boundary of the Larkus system. You all have about an hour or two of this pursuit between you all and the Marshals before you're going to reach the boundary of this system. There is open communication between the 2 boats, but you also have like the lander and stuff, so you can move whatever of the crew you want off the Broderick ship onto the Soleil. Try to remove as much weight as possible. But what are you all doing? What are you preparing as you're starting to make your way out of this system? The captain on the open channel just kind of announces, Broderick's or Dee Dee, if anyone has any fun ideas for getting past whatever the fuck this net is, now's the time.
Dee Dee kind of slowly sat up in the chair she was resting in and coughed a little, like, "All right, Captain, we'll be right there." And then she kind of looked around the room and she was like, "We should offload as much as we can and take it over with us. It'll help you all keep up."
For sure. The captain assigns plenty of staff not currently on guns or anything on the Soleil to start helping using the lander to start moving it. The first trip of the lander, though, can pick up most of the people on board the Broderick ship. So only...
with it.
Yeah. So only Anders and... actually, only Maddox and Natalie stay aboard the Broderick ship, just to make sure nothing goes wrong there. But Anders and the rest of the crew will all come back. So Bach, Rog, Anders, Dee Dee, and Aster are now on board the Soleil, as the crew will spend part of the next hour trying to offload what they can easily offload from the Broderick ship. But you all have some time to try to figure out whatever you're going to do to get past this.
Damn, anybody smell that?
Why do I smell flesh?
Why do I smell ass? Just like for some reason, like dog and engine grease, and then there's something else, but it smells like ass.
You look behind you and you see Dee Dee absolutely covered with filth. Like practically dripping, as well with Rog, and both of them are covered in blood. Astra looks fine. Anders is also head to toe covered with trash and filth, as if he'd been diving in it.
Yeah, I imagine Dee Dee walks on board and then just absolutely collapses, like, "Please, someone help me."
I'm rushing over and with a little bit of lay on hands for both her and Rog.
Oh, I mean, I thought she just wanted the bullet, but okay. I mean,
does no one on this team have prestidigitation?
I actually do, yeah.
I was about to say, I thought someone did.
Alan will give at least Dee Dee a cleanup.
Both Dee Dee and Rog get 8 hit points back.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, the next time one of you needs a save or ability check, one of you should remind me that I have Flash of Genius, because if nobody checks on me once in a while, I won't remember that you can have that plus 4.
Yeah, Flash of Genius is good.
+4.
Flash of Genius is real good.
It could have absolutely changed how a lot of that went if I'd
could
remembered that I had it.
You get 4 uses of it too. It's a good ability.
Someone pretty please check on me once in a while for the stuff I have.
Sure.
What the fuck happened to you two? Why do you have like a fucking? And why does he have a scar?
Rog proudly flexes his chest. He's still not wearing any of the belts that he had, so he is stark naked and with a giant burn mark of his axes in his chest. And he pounds his chest like, "Best boy!"
Dee Dee's gonna point out that one was actually pretty cool. He was branded, sort of.
But by what?
Rog points at Aster.
Yeah. Same time.
Aster, I don't feel like I should repeat this. Please don't electrocute our crew members.
They should consider taking care of the enemies before I need to then.
Okay, both of
Damn,
you.
that's cold.
Okay. Both of you, after this is done, we're going to need a checkup. Oh God. Is lightning good for hurts? I don't feel like it is.
You know, that's a story we'd have to tell you, Hank, about how he was defibrillated back to life.
You know what? Don't tell me. We'll just pretend that we did, and I can give you guys proper checkups. God, between the captain shooting you, shooting each other, and now Aster shocking Rog, I feel like we've done more damage to each other than...
Rog kind of
the enemy
twitches
has.
a couple times, like involuntarily. And then says, "I can always hear my heart now."
That is horrifying.
Dee Dee's gonna slowly get up and pull Boris out of her pocket and be like, "We have a lot to go through and a lot to keep bringing over, and I need to talk to the captain, and where is Kai, and... God."
Oh yeah, Kai, where the fuck did you go? I was trying to find him, before...
I've been
you guys
sitting
got
there on the
lost.
captain's lap the whole time while you were fucking off back in the kitchen.
Kai is,
Fuck you,
as you
I'm
look
having
over,
a-
Kai is very clearly just playing on the captain's lap.
I fucking... Why are we friends? Why'd you not tell me?
I don't know. It's kind of funny watching you just wander aimlessly.
The captain kind of nods. It was funny. Sorry, go ahead, Dee Dee.
No, you're okay. Dee Dee's gonna kind of keep a respectful distance from the captain and be like, "Captain, do you want the report first, the idea first, or can I go shower first?"
I just cleaned you.
Oh, you did, that's right.
The captain, like, gives you a look and says, "You look like absolute shit. You know that, right?"
Oh, I'm aware, Captain. I appreciate the cleaning I just got, but that doesn't mean I'm not sore.
No, I was more talking about the bruises, and I think you have, and like she kind of points in the side of your face is like a very clear imprint of like chain link fence from a section of the metal that had been pressed against you, and she's like, but yeah, I think most pressing, we'll need to figure out what we're doing about this net. You deserve the rest, Dee Dee, don't get me wrong, but let's get out of here, and then we can all take a bit of a nap.
She kind of waves her
isn't
hand.
that-
No, Captain. I'll get right on it and I'll stop brainstorming. And she kind of wandered over to her chair and thinking while putting Boris back together.
Is the net purely visual, or is it also, technological?
Is what visual?
The net around the system that tracks everyone coming in and out.
Anders kind of pipes up to answer that. He goes, it's I guess it's technological. I mean, it's arcane in nature. There's just a network of really small like satellites like around the system. And I mean, like I was telling you all before, God, I lost Anders' accent now that he was Scooby for a bit.
Like Scooby.
Like Zoinks, man, it's a bunch of little satellites all over the place, and they're pretty scary, dude. He says, no, it's there's a system around the entire system that from what I understand, I've never been able to take much of a look myself, but they're able to coordinate, and I wish I could be more descriptive, but they will try to intercept. Like they need to be physically close, so we should see them once we reach the barrier.
Dee Dee kind of lifted her head. What happens if you take one of them down? What are the fail-safes?
He shrugs and says, "Never something I've even considered since I thought I'd go to, prison, so."
Did he
Well, you know what's better than prison? Our crew. You should join us.
The captain
sorry.
throws something at your head. He's like, "I'm the captain.
Ow.
Shut up."
Wow.
Can I also throw something at him? Before anyone answers, he shoots his blast at Hank's head.
Jesus.
At the head.
But it misses.
So,
Good.
well, the way I see it, there are two options. If we try to take one of these satellites down, we could create a hole in the net, but most like this do have some kind of failsafe that taking down one is usually not enough. Depending on how close they are together, if we take out two, perhaps three of them, we could make a big enough hole to bypass whatever we need to. But if we don't want to do that, we did get a shield generator, Captain. If I somehow manage to, my idea is like y'all know like an EM shield. So if we had like an AM
Like,
shield or an
force
AM shield,
put a battering ram shield in front of you all.
well, not really a battering ram. Just it would make whatever quote unquote netting is in front of us like ineffective. We'd be able to pass through it because whatever the shield is giving off counteracts whatever arcane energy is there.
That is a possibility. You're not entirely sure until you see what this net is doing to try to stop you all. So
Right.
the captain says that's an option, but honestly, can we get a shield generator connected within an hour?
I might have a little harebrained idea as well. Having ran a few blockades in some similar situations in the past.
I wonder if we might use the full.
Hello?
Suddenly died.
He has perished.
I'm sorry.
The dog's rabies.
I wondered if there might be something we could do with the forward cannon that might improve our odds.
Oh, I mean, I was thinking maybe, when we head on our way, we grab a couple of asteroids, tow them behind us, and then we do a little bowling action through the net.
The captain kind of frowns a bit and says, "Yeah, I mean, that's a valid option, but we'd kind of have to go past some marshals to get where the asteroids are at."
I mean, it's a pretty big belt.
She sighs and says, "All right, let's get a couple people together and look through our options. We got a little bit of time, but I also need a couple people watching those marshals behind us. We need to make sure they're not gaining or anything. But if anyone has any ways to slow them down, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's get to work though, right?"
I'll stay on my helm.
I will keep an eye, as I cannot do much in the way of technology.
You all take off to your various tasks trying to figure out a way to run this blockade, and we will call it there for the night, folks.
Wow.
Thank you.